Okay, we should be streaming. Let me see. Let me make some corrections right quick. What's going on, DJ Moss? Peace, peace. Peace to everybody that's in the building. What's going on? I know, right? I think with this whole YouTube reset, and I think a whole bunch of shit reset it. I think the whole power went out and then came back on because everything in my studio reset it. You said Trump about to make a comeback. Probably right, man. Probably you're right. You know, this fucking cat is about to break a whole bunch of shit in my studio. Give me 1 second, y'all. Anyway, I think with this reset, I ain't shadow banned no more for a good second, man. What's going on, James? What's going on, KC? I don't think I'm shadow banned for a second, y'all. Oh shit. So I was like, hold on, let me go live to see if I'm shadow banned. Let me see. Cause I kind of just put the little scheduled thing out there, but I kind of didn't. You said CNN's panicking right now. What's going on, Tampa? You said the government is up to something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. A lot of stuff is going on. Everybody's kind of switching over to YouTube. So they got to lay the land before everybody else comes. But then at the same time, I think channels and stuff are gonna start going down. You know, I think channels and everything is gonna start going down. So I don't know, man. As tubers, man, we got to keep a head up. As the audience, man, y'all got to keep a head up too, man. Y'all might come to the space one day and then it's gone. You said Trump is coming back. I'm not sure. You said you better hope Saturday they don't reset the subscribers to zero, bro. People gonna be mad than a motherfucker, man. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, they hit the reset button. YouTube is more powerful than mainstream. What's going on, Joe? Young Jay, what's going on? Shout outs to everybody in the building, man. Shout outs to everybody in the building. Yeah, I don't know. They're trying to say that it ain't enough for Trump to win and all this other stuff, man. I'm telling you, man, as a black man, you gonna need them because if Biden and Kamala is in office, like I'm trying to tell you, this space is done. Okay, Democrats been wanting to get rid of free speech. Okay, that's the problem with motherfuckers that give you shit. When somebody gives you something, you're in debt to them. You can't tell them what's going on, Sound Mind. You can't tell them. You can't. They'll tell you, look, we don't want you talking about this, and you can't say shit because you're in debt to them. You said they coming after every woke content creator. It's crazy, man. Sound Mind said they did say there was going to be a dark winter. Could be preparing for something huge. Hey, man. I tried to tell y'all what's going to happen, and then they're putting cities on lockdown. I heard Maryland is on lockdown again because the coronavirus is spiking again. Drink some water, y'all. So a lot of cities are going back on level 1 lockdown. You dig? So, like I said, hate it or love it. You understand what I'm saying? I told y'all better prepare for this winter. Y'all should have listened to me. Y'all better have got y'all gear. Y'all better be ready. And if they take down YouTube, I'm gonna just be over at Anchor. Hey, what the fuck? You dig? You said Sleepy Joe wants to lock down the country for 3 months and mandate masks. DJ Moss says I'm a double down. He said I'm a double down a little bit more. You wake up and your phone is cleared out, no numbers and pictures. Hell yeah. If Apple and shit lose their services, shit. What law they trying to pass in Florida, man? Y'all scaring me now. I should have took that nap. I took a nigga nap, and then I woke up to this because shit was down. So look, they're saying Apple updates are available. Hell no, I ain't about to take that shit. Update to nothing like shit. Update to a black screen like shit. What's going on, Don Philly? You dig? Like I said, man. Man, everything I'm telling y'all. Listen, man. What's going on, War Master? Listen, man. What I was telling y'all, before, about getting y'all shit together before the wintertime start, that information was out of my hands. Like I didn't tell y'all exactly what's gonna happen. I just told y'all some shit coming, and y'all better get y'all shit together before wintertime. This is the problem. Hold on. Salman said, yeah, this space might be in serious trouble if they get Biden coming after the First and Second Amendment. Hell yeah. Let me tell y'all something, which I'm having a problem with. Cause I did like a whole second shift, man. I did a whole second shift literally for free, right? No, no donations, no contributions, no nothing, right? I could have literally just got mad and just been like, yo, you know what? Fuck this. All right, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Let me tell y'all something. As a content creator, when shit goes wrong, who do y'all turn to? Y'all turn to us. Y'all turn to YouTube. Y'all turn to the first source of media where you can get information or maybe instructions before you handle whatever you about to do or whatever is going on, right? So if you will listen to niggas in a goddamn crisis situation, why won't you listen to people when it's not a crisis situation? When you listen to people, when you listen to news or whatever source that you get your information from, you listen to them because they have the information and they deliver the information to you so you can have further instructions on how to move, right? So when I tell y'all something's gonna happen this winter, why why then do you think that is the chance that I'm taking the bullshit, y'all? Why do you think that that is the time that I'm taking the chance to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna uh I'm gonna run some game on y'all. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something gonna happen, and then nothing happens. What I'm saying is, when I tell y'all some shit about to happen, I don't be just pulling that shit out from my ass, nigga. There's some shit gonna go down this winter. All right. And y'all already seen a whole bunch of shit happen. Look, you look up every day, a damn rapper has died. You look up every day, they don't know who the hell is the president. You look up every day, this person's getting sick and gone through due to a disease that you can't see. You look up every day, all kinds of shit go down. What's going on, Supo? So, like I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better get what's going on, Shirley. Y'all better get y'all shit together because 2021 is 2020 reloaded. Who's the second rapper that got killed today? The other guy? 2020 is reloaded. I'm trying to I'm trying to I'm trying to give y'all this game, bro. 2021 is gonna be 2020 reloaded. I know Mo 3 got killed. Who was the second rapper though? What's going on, Mad Max? Yeah, I know Mo 3 got killed. I saw the video of him laying on the floor, and then I saw another video of another somebody else giving him CPR, which is fucked up. My question is, what was that nigga doing outside of his car? Then they showed I got more info on the story. What's going on, Cut? I got more info on the story that while he was in traffic, somebody got out of their car and walked up to his car, and then he got out, and then something happened. He tried to run, and they say he got shot in the back of the head and some other shit. You said a rapper named Kent won't stop from VA. Well, damn, you dig? War Master said the first reports are usually wrong or lies. Wait a few hours before the truth come out. Yeah, I learned how to do that. I started learning how to do it. Yeah, 2021 gonna be worse, man. Yeah, he was chased and shot. Yeah, he tried to run. Yeah, he probably left his gun in the car too. And that's another thing, man. They taking these dudes to the hospital, and these dudes dying at the hospital. That's another thing too, man. When you see people shot or something going on, like when they get to the hospital all confused. You damn near dying in the waiting room, and then in the hospital talking about, so what's going on? What's wrong? Are you having any symptoms? Like, nigga, I'm shot. Get this hot bullet up out of me, please. You dig? Okay, well, before we take the bullet out you, we need to sign this paper here. We need to make sure you have your mask on. You're not, and then you're gonna have to get on the waiting list. Like, nigga, damn. Yeah, shit. I might as well go to my homeboy and or get a blade and try to pull this shit out myself. Shit. Let me drop the link so y'all can jump on. Yeah, YouTube that done reset it themselves, man. So I don't know. I probably still am shadow ban and shit like that. So let me drop this link. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get shot, but they testing you for COVID, right? Taking some of your y'all better not stick that bullshit up your nose, man. Yeah. I told y'all earlier, 6ix9ine is not then man, ain't shit about to happen to 6ix9ine. Niggas be like, man, 6ix9ine next. No, he's not. No, he's not. That's government property. They're gonna go out of their way to protect 6ix9ine, and they're gonna find your ass if you do something to him. And you don't get no props in hip hop if you do something to him. You did. So that's the problem that we have here in hip hop, man. Hip hop is just is like the only, like, you don't see rock stars and shit having to carry around guns and stuff like that, and have to worry about their belongings and go every single place with security. And then even if they do, they don't have to worry like how a young rapper has to worry. You know, you said he's social distance from degenerates. You know, he said rappers set themselves up to get killed. Yeah, that comes with the territory. I don't know why the fans are acting. This is my thing though, because I used to rap. I don't know why the fans are acting surprised. Like you're shit talking. Y'all like y'all rapper talking shit. Y'all like them. Y'all like authentic rappers. Like, you know what I'm saying. Y'all, if he says he got a body, he has to have a body. Y'all like rap. You know what I'm saying. Y'all like the entertainment. Y'all will listen to one Young Dolph song on the way to work. Y'all done caused like 3 robberies, flipped a Brinks truck, counted money, went to the store, got some diamonds, smashed 2 bitches, and did it all over again and killed the op. And then did all of that shit right before you go to work. And you like, damn, for real. In one song. So let's not pretend like we don't like our rappers to be a certain type of way. Every time you see him, he has to have a big blunt in his mouth. Every time you see him, he has to have the latest car. You know what I'm saying? His watch better be real. You understand what I'm saying? Remember when Ace Hood was on the red carpet? That nigga watch was falling apart, bro. They never let that man live that shit down. He was like, yeah, this top part, that joint was like, nigga, his face plate was on the floor. It was like, god damn, this nigga watch disintegrated on his wrist. What's going on, Cam Nasty? Almighty Rome said some super vigilante shit. Right. He said Mo3 shot multiple people in Dallas and even killed someone in Fort Worth, Texas at a club. Damn. I didn't even know that. He said I really be in the streets of Dallas, so I know Mo3 was no joke. Yeah. But it's sad the way that, you know what I'm saying? It's sad the way that they go out. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he probably did some shit. He said he shot multiple people in Dallas and even killed someone in damn. Mm. DJ Moss said, "I really don't feel sorry for them that come with the territory. They live in that street life. I don't know why everybody on YouTube feeling sorry for them that come with the territory. Yeah, I mean it's just people dying. You know what I'm saying? Jay said you live that life. Most likely you'll die by that life. Yeah." He said his watch came apart like a transformer. Hell yeah. That drain disintegrated. Famous Davis says that nigga got 3 body. Had this man had take the fall, then claim had his man take the fall, then claim crimes on social media. He was asking for it. Click clack. God damn. Yeah, that King Von dude, he said the King Von dude. I don't know how I'm saying calling him King Von dude. King Von had like 7 or 8 bodies, 8 to 14. I recently was reading up on not reading up but got familiar with some of his work with what was going down in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He still kind of went out uh crazy, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then you got this new footage that that may change, y'all idea of the whole situation. So actually I gotta go snag that footage so I can probably put it out on tonight's show, you know? Yeah, like three people got killed that night. My bad. Let me I need to snag some footage off the internet before they remove that shit so I can play it on tonight's show. But nonetheless, man, that whole King Von shit, that was crazy. And somebody paid a big bag to put out his autopsy photos, to rub that shit in. Somebody paid out a big bag, man. Whatever coroner or they dropped a huge bag to get that picture. So, and they stitched them up like crazy, man. Yeah, King Von was feared in O Block. People looked up to him. Man, people look up to those kids out there, man. If let me see. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a new footage real quick. Hold on. Mm. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I gotta find one without a damn tag on it. Anyway, yeah, they look up to them kids out there, man. When I tell you, you said Lil Durk can't even step foot in Chicago. He ain't feeding niggas. Yeah, yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I mean he can go to O Block and stuff like that. What's the breakdown, Wadner? What's going on, Wadner? O Block Slutty, O Block Louis, yeah, got killed that night. Yeah. Yeah, O Block did take a big L. And they say they're going after Quando Rondo. What's the breakdown, Wadner? He said them dude robbed XXX down here in Florida. He owed them money. He knew it and he refused to pay up. Mm. Yeah, they was stalking him. They stalked XXX Tentacion before they did some wild shit. Whew. But King Von, He definitely had those bodies. He definitely you know what I'm saying? He definitely was hold on, y'all. He definitely was in the area of a lot of shootings and stuff that went on in hold on, let me see. I'm trying to find this footage. I had it earlier. Hold on. You said whatever karma you put out is going to come back to you, good or bad. Mm. Yeah, Chief Keef was the smartest one, to tell you the truth. But yeah, King Von, he definitely was there when Jakira died. When she got shot on that porch. They don't even know. He probably fired some of them bullets too. You know, the funny thing is though is that like he ended up having a likable personality though. That's the thing about King Von. You said they were talking about child support, which is a great trigger topic. Yeah. I saw I didn't get the notification, but I saw it come down my timeline that they were talking about child support today. I don't get into that shit, you know. If y'all haven't noticed, the majority of the topics that they choose is to trigger the manosphere on the back end. They know what's gonna get the views. And y'all go through and then dudes go over there, get triggered, and then get mad and shit and stuff. What do y'all want women to say? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They should abolish child support. They should abolish child support because I don't deserve nothing. Like y'all want that's what y'all want women to say? What do y'all want them to say? I deserve nothing. We in a red pill space. We deserve nothing. Like dudes over here are so basic, man. You said this is what happens when the black community has no guidance. Nothing but black women leading. We see as an extreme which we see as an extreme failure. That's the truth, man. Like women are supposed to admit that they don't want shit. You know what I'm saying? They get a bag. That's you know that it's a hustle that a lot of women been taking advantage of and stuff like that. Y'all better off having a law saying the bank statement comes to you to make sure she's uh she's spending the money correctly. And then even if the bank statement comes to you, they're gonna find a way around it. They're gonna send you a flawed bank statement. But y'all should be able to deposit money on a card that she has. That she has. Both of y'all have a card. You can be able to deposit money on the card, and then you be able to see the statements on that card. Y'all still got a long distance co-parent or whatever you got set up. War Master said if more black men left the hood, less would get shot. Just saying. No, somebody gonna get shot. Cut to the chase said DJ Kuda Vaughn was real talented. I'm hip. I'm hip. He was real talented and marketable. I'm surprised he was able to transition from the streets and make good music. He said he only started rapping a few years ago. Yeah. He had another song that he thought was gonna get big, but Dirk told him to that Crazy Story was gonna get big. And Crazy Story really showcases his ability to tell stories and basically showcases a different type of flow that he got. So, that was a good start for him, you know. He actually was gonna be a big star too because he was very marketable. You know what I'm saying? You said I'm taking Ramil's route and hire a surrogate family to have my kids. I don't want child support or baby mama drama, man. Y'all don't even have to go through all of that. Like y'all, I don't know why y'all scared. Like, don't go through that. make sure you just choose the right chick. Make sure you got a certain type of understanding with this woman, and handle your shit on a case by case situation. Like dudes that are afraid of child support, or dudes that's like sleeping around with a whole bunch of women, they can't tell they can't tell who they nutted in and who they didn't nut in, and all kinds of shit, man. Y'all don't gotta go through none of that shit. Surrogate family, man. Now you got a whole bunch of now you gotta it still didn't go through. All right, I'm gonna send it from this computer because I sent it from my phone. But no, my man, there's a couple of people I emailed back and it didn't go through. But like I said, man, I got you, Double D. Um, like I said, man, y'all don't have to go through half the shit that you hear about in the manosphere, man. Like to a degree, a lot of this shit is still fiction. Y'all don't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't gotta worry about half the shit these dudes are talking about here on the internet if you just simply handle your shit by case basis. You know what I'm saying? You know who you dealing with. You know who you about to fucking whose club you about to shoot up. Like, come on now. You understand what I'm saying? Double D said here a nut, there a nut, everywhere a nutty buddy. Yeah, man. This whole dating shit is not that serious like how people put it out to be. Like, especially when you try to make some real shit pop in quote unquote the real world. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta say the real world here in this space because people will take what you're saying not literally. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is what I'm saying is that like y'all, man, take shit by case basis. You should be more worried about if you're gonna have an actual communication with the type of woman. What's going on, Crab Daddy? You should be more uh worried if you're gonna have if you're gonna have like actual communication with the woman that you're with. You know, you should be worried more on, are you gonna live by yourself, or is she gonna move in with you? There's other things you should be worried about. You should be worried about creating a foundation for a kid to be brought into this world. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, as the father, you do have control in the situation. It's just that a lot of y'all sit back and let women control the situation, and then the courts are gonna be in their favor. You know what I'm saying? The courts are gonna be in their favor. You don't have to worry about no woman with your child if you know what the hell you're doing. So you gotta handle that situation on a case by case thing, man. If you got a connection with this woman and you think that you want to bring a child into this world with this woman, you better make sure y'all have a strong connection, and you better make sure you and her fought before. That's another thing. You better understand how your girl gonna act. What's going on, E man? You better understand how your woman is gonna act once y'all are at odds with each other. That's another thing. Some of y'all get kids with this woman, and then she won't let you see the kid, or you want to hold the child, she won't let you hold the child, or like, because broads got too many different titles on them. They go from girlfriend to fucking fiance to wife to mother to all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? So you said surrogacy is about 75K. Shit. Y'all niggas tripping. You better go find somebody and shoot the club up. You better go find somebody and shoot the damn club up. Shit. Plan B ain't nothing but $300. If you like, damn, all right, I shot the wrong club up. You better sneak that shit in her. Make her a mimosa. Make her a goddamn. Plan B mimosa. Did I just don't like how the end of this year is turning out, man. I tell y'all on the every single year, man, on the road to Thanksgiving, like between September going into the holidays, man, motherfuckers just start dying left and right, left and right, left and right. You know what I'm saying? He said there's always stairs around shit. You better get a dirt devil. Suck that motherfucker right. All right, never mind. I ain't gonna talk about that. That's disgusting. That's disgusting, y'all. That's disgusting. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all should be ashamed of y'all should be ashamed of yourself. But nah, man. Um, we gotta talk later on tonight on the third shift, man. Yeah, man. Just make sure you having effective relationships and then take it from there. You don't need that surrogacy shit. Man, half the people, the shit that they tell you they gonna do, they're not going to do it. Okay, I'm pretty sure at some point Ramil gonna have his kid the same way everybody else does. All right. So yeah, ever since Kobe died, shit been going crazy. But this is what I want to say, man. Do y'all think all of this shit is to desensitize us from seeing dead black people? Because I don't seen enough dead black people this week. And we've been seeing dead black people for years. George Floyd, like when the cop had his foot on his neck for a minute, you know what I'm saying? You were still looking at a dead black man. You know what I'm saying? When the what you call it? When the hold on, y'all. Oh shit. Anyway, what's going on, Sal's? You said you don't really pay attention to it. Well, this is the thing about the news though. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, even though I'm over here on the internet. The news might be a little bit safer. And the reason why I said the news might be a little bit safer for y'all is because at least when you're scrolling down your timeline, you don't have to see a dead body. That's when the internet and the news kind of takes a different route. Like the news will tell you what's going on and they'll blur out some shit, but they're not gonna just downright show you a dead body. Like I said, even the news, uh they don't put they don't put a live camera on black people no more because they know they're about to execute them on live television, which happened several times. Several times. So some of those images are pre they're pre you said the news gas a lot. That's another thing, they do gas a lot of shit, but that's better off than you seeing this dead body and shit. At least you can use your common sense, with the shit. You know, you don't want to see dead people all the damn time. You don't want to see dudes laid out and people and shit like that. Like, you said they don't want people talking about the elections. Yeah, because they want to control it. That's why the news was calling it. They want a lot of people to, this is the thing though. They want a lot of people to believe that Biden won. You know what I'm saying? They want a lot of people to believe that Biden won. So it can look like if they recount and do all of this stuff through the Supreme Court, that Trump came back and was being a sour sport and didn't want to concede. Because like I said, what y'all don't realize is that it's not about yeah, she said Kamala won. Biden is in his last few days of life. That's probably true. But like I said, what they don't want you to what they don't want you to you say, I wonder would a casino guy win? They don't want you to know the truth, man. Like they don't want the truth to get out, man. They want to spin the election. And like I said, it's not about the counts. Like nobody cares about the counts. Like this whole count thing is to get their story straight. The electoral college knows who they're going to be working with and who they want to work with for the next 4 years. All right. There is a hold on, wait a minute. Okay, we chose Biden, but we don't know. We don't know if we want to work with Biden for the next 4 years. That's really what this shit is. They already know. Like these niggas don't care about what countries and states they win. That's for the people. That's the game that the people hide behind. Now see, I have a channel telling y'all this shit. I don't get no support. You dig what I'm saying? I might not be here in the next couple of months. So, keep on, y'all. Keep on. What I'm saying is that they already know who they're gonna be working with for the next 4 years. All right. So Sal says, off topic. I was in Mace's on Mace's panel, and you said you sound like a child on his cheap ass $20 Bluetooth headphone mic. That shit was embarrassing. It's all good, man. You gotta start somewhere, man. You gotta start somewhere. Body says, so who's the president of the electoral college or chancellor? Shit, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is they already know who they finna work with for the next 4 years. They already know who they want to work with. They're just in a rock and a hard place too, because the thing is check this out. If Biden wins, he's still not gonna have a successful presidency, man. Because he gotta overturn a whole bunch of shit, and it's just he doesn't know, like he's gonna end up being worse than Trump. He doesn't know what's really going on. He doesn't know how they have things set up. So, even if you got the right man, is the timing is off. So it's like throwing a monkey. It's like throwing another monkey wrench in another monkey wrench. It's like, he doesn't know what the hell's going on. And then he got his own shit that he's trying to get done. Like it's just gonna be a waste of 4 years, and everybody's gonna be complaining again. So it's not per se that they want to recount and be like, you know what I'm saying, that the electoral college is probably like, hold up, to tell you the truth, shit is kind of fucked up. And honestly, Trump's actually smart the way he's leaving the White House, because the thing is that you got him in a you got America on the cliffhanger. You got America on a cliffhanger. It's the same as if you get Trump out of office right now. Do you really want Mike Pence being your president? It's like you can get with this or you can get with that. You know what I'm saying? But Trump leaves you on a cliffhanger. It's like, okay, well, if we get him out of office, shit, we gotta deal with Mike Pence. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna mention too much of their names. What's going on, Celeste? So it's like if you get him out of office, now you gotta deal with the other guy. And then if you gotta deal with the other guy, you're gonna be like, shit, this nigga maybe is smart. Because he's a nigga. What's going on, Gabe? What's going on, Gabe? Wagner said, if YouTube zap your channel, you would fit right in with Jesus and Miro. You'll be a dope third host for him. Shit, let them know. I mean, y'all look out for the kid, man. Let them know, man. Shit. But like I said, he leave them on a cliffhanger. So what makes you think that he didn't leave, the politics that he was doing in the house on a cliffhanger? Hold on. What's going on, General?
Hey, what up, DJ Cuda, man? You on early tonight, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about this this YouTube shutdown. I thought I wasn't shadow banned for a minute, so I was like, okay, let me hop on and see if they still got me shadow banned or not.
Hmm. Well,
What's
yeah, it
going
was.
on?
Well, the glitch in YouTube was. Well, I don't know what anyone else's experience was, but it was due to the fact that I needed to update not only because I'm on Apple.
Okay.
I needed to update my phone. So that's what it was
Okay.
because on my laptop,
Hmm.
my desktop, my other cell phone, it was all doing the same shit. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Is there something with YouTube? And then I got the alert telling me that I need to update. So that's what it was for me. Now I don't know how it was if you were on,
They just sent that to my
whatever.
computer. Yeah, no, but it was a glitch.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
it was something going on. Yeah, a
all right.
reset.
So what did I say when we were having this conversation about 2-3 weeks ago? Me, you, Angry Man, and everybody was on the panel. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Angry Man,
Mm-hmm.
right? What did I tell Mofos? What did I say? I told y'all that this was an illusion of inclusion, and now
Yep.
it's coming out. Now they're coming out and telling the American public what I already knew.
Yeah.
I already knew that this was an illusion of inclusion. It doesn't matter who you vote for because they're telling you now that your electoral college can, in theory,
Interfere
they
with
don't have
whatever's
to
going
go.
on.
They don't
Yeah.
have to go off of who you voted for, who you say you want to be president. They can take their own mindset and say, "Well, we know what the people said, but we think this is best." That's the problem. So there's
Right.
your illusion of inclusion right there.
Right.
If everybody in Texas say we want Joe Biden to be the president, the goddamn electoral college that represent the count for the state can say, "Well, we know what everybody in Texas want, but we feel that we should give the electoral votes to Donald Trump."
Yeah.
And that's how it works. So in theory, your vote doesn't really count. It's a process, what I like to refer to as the illusion of inclusion.
Of inclusion. Yeah. But
This is
that's the thing. The vote never did count it. You
right,
know
and
that
now,
this
right,
process is for the government. Yeah.
right, and because of the modern era now, because people are more politically astute and more politically literate, people now are researching this shit because it's a big thing. This is something that they never wanted the American public to understand. That so that's what they're afraid of right now. If they
Mm-hmm.
wasn't afraid that the populist vote would turn against, and it would be you talking about calamity, because now motherfuckers gonna be like, y'all had us tricked this whole goddamn time thinking that my vote actually counted for something. How does
Yeah.
my vote count for something if I vote for you to represent me and you are a part of the electoral college? You
Yep.
know, you know what I said I wanted, but you have the power and the ability to just say, fuck you. I'm gonna give it to this person.
Mm-hmm.
There's your illusion of inclusion. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. And that's what it is because like I was telling y'all, like, like they already know who they're gonna be working with for the next 4 years. This is a decision factor up to, that's for them, honestly. You know. And that's why they keep see if they're forcing the actual people to say to tell people to go out there and vote, how can you not think that your vote don't count? You got your auntie, go vote. You got other people in your life, go vote. Word of mouth is always going to be the biggest form of advertisement. I had white women telling me, did you go vote? You understand what I'm saying? Black women telling me, hey, are you voting?
So
Like
now,
bitch, you just got the right to vote. Like, what the fuck?
right. So now I want you to think about. You have to look at it in terms of this. If the electoral college, some of these states do turn out and say, we know you wanted Joe Biden to win, and supposedly he won the state because the majority of the people, all 2 million plus or whatever, 1.5 million in the state of Arizona, for example, or 2 million, whatever it is. The majority of you guys said you wanted Joe Biden, but we're gonna flip the state and we're gonna give these electoral votes to Donald Trump. Guess what you're gonna have in that state?
Mm,
You're gonna have fucking calamity because now they're gonna be like, wait a minute, this is not how the process is supposed to work, and then they're gonna tell you to read and inform yourself. And when you start reading and looking at the shit, you're gonna figure out like, oh, just because I said I wanted this, these I elected my representatives, who some of them are a part of the electoral college, they could actually vote in the opposite direction. So my vote, what is it? What does that leave for me? You see what I'm saying?
right.
That's why I just listen to these scholars not taking a shot at anybody, but I listen to these scholars, so-called scholars, and informed people and woke people, and they talking all this political mumbo jumbo. I studied this shit in college 30 years ago when I was studying political science, actually the study of political science, right? How
Mm-hmm.
politics work. So
Mm-hmm.
I've always known this. I've
Yes, sir.
always known this. The pure election doesn't work the way you think it does when you get to. That's why you have swing states, and it's like, well, these states are pivotal swing states, and these are your battleground states. And notice that all but a few of them change every year. The swing states. You can
Yeah.
look at your
I mean,
traditional swing
it's a
states.
game. It's a game.
It's a
And it's
game.
always been, yeah, it's always been a game. But what we're talking about though is not the game that people think it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a game to get you distracted from what the real agenda is. What the
Yeah.
real agenda is. The real agenda is in this country. Now, do we know what the real agenda is in this country? No, we can only speculate what the real agenda is. You got a lot of people. Listen, man, I'm gonna be straight up and quite frankly honest with you. You got a lot of
Mm.
people that didn't want to vote the Biden Harris ticket. They didn't necessarily like Trump or his politics, but they hated the fact of what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris did as far as their track record is concerned. So they
Mm.
went ahead on and voted for Trump anyway. You got a lot of people that knew the Biden Harris ticket in their track record as far as law enforcement and reform and the goddamn the crime bill, the 92, 93 crime bill, whatever the fuck it was. And
Mm.
they said, well, I hate Trump and I just don't like the way he carries
Yeah,
himself.
we just
So I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna
we
vote for
just
him.
don't want him in there. Yeah.
Right. Then you got a certain population of motherfucking black men that just hate black women and they don't want to see a woman as vice president for fear that Joe Biden could die or be found impotent and not capable of doing the job. And then you would have a quote unquote black female president. And you got a lot of niggas that just don't want to see that because they hate
Mm-hmm.
women. Well, they don't hate women. They just dislike. They have a disdain for black women. That's what it
Mm-hmm.
is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Because it's only a couple of things that they point to when you talk to them about when you talk to them about, well, why don't you want Biden Harris? They bring up the crime bill. They bring up the fact that she locked up some innocent black men, which all prosecutors do that. The majority of them do that. I listened to Judge Joe Brown, who talked about it. And a lot of people want to take, what the man's done and away from him. But at the end of the day, before he got into showbiz, guess what he was? He was a judge, a sitting judge on a bench. The man's
Mm-hmm.
been doing this shit for 50 fucking years. So I would rather listen to a motherfucker who's been in the system for 50 plus goddamn years than to listen to some motherfucker that's been on YouTube for 4 or 5 years, running their goddamn mouth and working 9 to 5 like I do. The subject matter expert will be better able to inform you on what the fuck is going on. And we want to take away from that right now. That's what's happening
But
in this country.
usually people too that's been in the game for a long time, they know how to run game on people really good. So that's another
That's
thing,
fact.
Yeah.
Fact. So what you have to do, damn, I hate these motherfuckers. What you have to do, you have to study to become proficient. You have to study yourself so that you have the knowledge for yourself
To
to
use
disseminate
discernment.
what's
Yeah.
fact, to discern what is fact and what is fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but see, that's the thing. This year was a little bit this thing was a little bit different, this year because you have a lot of people that that aren't into politics talk about politics because Donald Trump has brought showbiz to politics,
of course,
and you have a lot of people that that support him just in whatever he does and stuff like that. So Larry A
he
says
basically
you
he
conspiracy
basically
theorists. He said you conspiracy there's idiots with no evidence or resume. SMH. Yeah, I'm out. Niggas retarded. I'm going to visit the electoral college. Bro, it's well known that the electoral college chooses who they want to work with for the next 4 years. This is not a conspiracy. It has nothing to do with a conspiracy.
has nothing at all to do with conspiracy. This is why we're in this position right now. And this is why a lot of people don't understand what the fuck is really actually going on.
Yeah.
This is exactly what we're talking about. People have this belief system because you've been indoctrinated to believe in a certain thing and believe it operates in the operating apparatus that gets you to a certain point. You believe it happens in a certain way. When the game is, it doesn't. It's the bait and switch scenario that's being played here.
Yeah. Like, dude, people don't even understand that what we're talking about. That a whole different game is being ran on them. A game that they don't really that they're not understanding. You know,
Half
and
of these
that's how you
half of
can
these
tell.
people don't.
That's
Yeah,
how good you can tell the game is. Yeah.
half of these people don't even understand. Didn't even know shit about an electoral college until they heard it on the news.
Yeah.
They don't even know how the electoral college operates. They do their fucking math, look at the states, how many votes each state has. Let me count them up. The state red or blue. Okay, this state go for him. He gets these votes. Yeah, but then
Mm.
there's a sublet to the game, which is called the electoral college, who actually makes the decision. This is what happened in Florida, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not the first time. It's happened a couple of times in American history.
Well, that's another thing too, man. I even think like the higher ups, they don't like some of the policies too that they see that's coming down the um down the pipeline also. So it's just a lot of stuff going on, man. We'll see, man. But either way, like,
Well, of course not. Listen, people are trying to say people are trying to save their jobs now.
yeah.
Okay, the little White House speaker, the little blonde haired chick who's kind of attractive for a white girl, I must admit that. That little
Mm-hmm.
blonde haired chick, she's trying to save her fucking job, man.
Right.
She
Well,
don't want.
well,
She needs Donald Trump to stay in office so that she can keep her damn job. The fucking
right.
that old ass dude that looked like a fucking turtle. What the fuck is his name? The speaker of the speaker of the house right now. What the fuck is his name?
Not sure. I'm kind of
Uh,
bad with names.
Come on, it's Donald Trump right hand man. He's a house the speaker of the house. I can't think of his fucking name right now. Fuck.
I
What
don't
the
know why
fuck?
I keep seeing I keep thinking of Dr. Fauci, but no.
No,
The
no, no,
other
no,
guy.
no, no, no.
Yeah. My
I
my
can't even.
thing is though, okay, Blaze said bitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell.
Yes, Mitch
Yeah,
McConnell. Mitch
yeah,
McConnell is trying to keep his goddamn job. If Donald Trump goes and these states flip, they lose the House. He becomes the minority speaker of the House. Then
right.
you see what
And
I'm saying?
they'll
He loses
undermine them and
power.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the thing though, which I think made this election a little bit different. Like COVID has definitely put a lot of people in the same boat that usually wouldn't be in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? Like the fear of certain things going on. So, you know, like you said, people are trying to protect their jobs, and they're trying to protect a lot of things that they think is that's up for grabs, which in a lot of cases is up for grabs, you know?
It's human nature. Think about it like this.
Yeah.
I am an elected official. I bring you in as my spokesperson, right?
Mhm.
The election is on now, right? Do you want to see me stay in power? Because if I'm no longer the elected official
You're
that's
done.
in power, you
Yeah.
you lose your job too.
Yeah, you're done. Shout
Like,
outs to Chief Rocker, man. Thank you, bro. First person to set it off. Thank you, bro. Hold up. Here we go.
so hell no, I don't want to see Donald Trump lose for her, the speaker, his spokesman, White House spokesperson. I don't want because I get my job gets replaced.
Hmm.
All right. Somebody else comes in and becomes the speaker for the new president. So what am I to
Hmm.
do? Where do I go? It ain't like I can go and apply for that job again and say, hey, I was Donald Trump's. I have experience. Look what I
Yeah,
but
they want to
you
clean
should
that whole
hire me.
regime.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want
Her
to clean that
ass is
whole regime out.
her ass is gonna go back to being goddamn on OnlyFans. I'm fucking with. The fuck it is, man. She about to be on OnlyFans. Trust me.
Mm, mm.
Mitch McConnell don't want to give up his motherfucking his salary, and he don't want to give up that power and control that he has. So it benefits him for Donald Trump to stay in power because as long as Donald Trump's in power, uh, the
Oh
Republican
shit.
the
Mm-hmm.
Republican senators and the Republican Congress.
My bad, General.
That's okay. They can keep power. He maintains his job. He doesn't have to give up his summer home in Tahiti. He doesn't have to give up his winter home.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to give up that winter home. You know what I'm saying? Take a fucking pay cut. What the fuck he gonna do? He an old ass man.
Right.
Now, by all intents and purposes, he makes a modest living. I don't know his net worth. I'm sure you can look it up. And
Mm-hmm.
so, but at the end of the day, it's about power. It's not about money for him. It's about staying in power. It's
Yeah.
about being able to have control of the House, have control of the Senate, and be able to, to force his agenda. That's what it's about for him.
So do you think that that everything is gonna change? Do you think because it looks like T-Rump's not going down without a damn without a fight.
Well, it will happen because remember the next race for the House and the Senate, I believe, is in 2 years, correct? So every 2 years those seats come. They're up for they're up
Yeah.
for re-election.
Yeah.
So it depends on how who actually gets in power as the president, and it
Mm-hmm.
depends on those first 120 days of what the new agenda, if it's a new agenda or if it's the old agenda under President Trump. It depends on what happens within the first 120 days after the inauguration takes place. Let's see
Okay.
what direction we're going to go in. What bills are going to pass into law. It depends on a lot of things. And then when those 2 years come, they're going to be like, oh, hell no. Jay Stein said it best. Leave Donald Trump in power, but give him a Democratic House and a Democratic Senate. So
Yeah.
that
So
way,
so you'll have better
so that way
politics. Yeah.
you have a balance of power, and yes, you get better politics. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's what I think the Electoral College is actually banking on, because honestly, I hate to say it like this, but to a certain degree, Trump got him by the balls.
Well, how would you say?
They don't, to a certain degree, the higher ups, they don't really want Biden in there. They
Well,
really don't.
it, it, that may be true, but is it that they don't want Biden in there, or is it that they want to get Trump out of there even more?
I mean but then again, but who we gonna choose? It's like, it's the same thing with Mike Pence. Like, who do you want this nigga there? It's like, 4 years don't seem that bad. This.
Yeah, but
That's how they looking at it.
okay. See, so I try not to just go into it like this. All
Yeah.
right, so you got to understand. Yeah, 4 years might not seem like a long time, but it's the
Yeah.
policies that happen after the 4 years. It's what policies go into effect after that.
Of
Like all of
course.
these, like right now we have a majority. The majority of the people that are on the Supreme Court right now are all conservative in nature, right?
Yeah.
So if your belief system is, if you are not of a conservative, if you are not conservative in nature, you're more of a liberal. Who does that benefit more? Does it benefit you, or does it benefit the conservatives in the country?
But see, my thing is that it's gonna be a stale year if Biden wins. And I think they know it's gonna be a stale year. And what I mean by a stale year is just gonna be a stagnant 4 years, because then he got to get over the curve of being a president. He got to understand where how Trump had stuff set up. He has to take time to redo everything. And like how long, let me ask you a question. How long do you think is going to take for a president to get the country right? Is it going to take about 8 years,
Yeah,
or
generally that's generally what happens. It takes a two-term president to undo or to fix or improve,
right,
what's in existence. Now, the next part of that is the next part of that is how aggressive is he going to be? Because we're in an
right,
age of new politics. So if he
right.
come in and he does what his predecessor did, if he comes in and immediately starts writing a bunch of executive orders, right? Because he's in power for 4 years, then the shift could happen a lot sooner.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Hey, by
Mm-hmm.
executive order,
Shout out to the War Master, man.
by executive order of President Biden, I'm going to cut everybody's federal taxes in half. Executive order, signed. It's going to pass. It's an executive order. That's what has to happen for at least 4 years.
Yeah.
In theory.
And that's the thing. Like that's the thing. Trump has been aggressive. So I think at the end, I don't know, man. War Master says the Supreme Court is the majority originalist. I agree. They're originalists.
Yep.
But this is the thing, like because I know I don't want to go down this road. Do you think Trump will set up the presidency better at the end of his term? Like, do you think we'll walk out with more tangibles out of his term than we would with Biden? General? Okay, he went on mute. What do you guys think? If you want, definitely join the panel. You know, I think we definitely will have a little bit more tangibles in the end. Like he is talking about bringing like that you know, Americans should have instead of outsourcing them to China. You know, so you
Hey,
know,
what was you saying? I'm
Sal says
sorry.
my phone is
I'm
kind
sorry.
of hot, fam. I think the power is about to be green. I was saying,
What was you saying?
uh, I was saying, like, what do you think about? Do you think that in the end, since Trump has been writing a lot of you know, orders and stuff, do you think that we'll be set up better at the end of his presidency?
Yeah, it just kind of depends because remember those executive orders. If I'm not mistaken, I think the executive order once the new person comes in, I think that he can, you know, he can do away with those executive orders.
But then that will force him to be aggressive, right? Because if he
Yes,
has to take away something, he has to implement something that he wants, also, right?
yes,
So that will make him aggressive.
he would have to be.
Mm.
He would
So
have to.
he see, that's what I'm saying. Do you see the chess move? So now he read public opinion by reversing some of those, right? Hmm.
Yeah,
I honestly, I'm scared of people after this election, after this whole Trump and Biden shit is over. Like, who's gonna be after Biden or Trump?
exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's the worry for the country. A lot of people are not looking at the foresight, you know. So um, you also want to see if the exec like when, for example, let's use the healthcare bill, repeal and replace, right?
Mm,
Okay, you repeal something that was in the bill that was law, but what did you replace it with? Only thing you did
right,
was repeal it. So
right,
when I think of repeal and replace, if I'm going to replace something that you have, let's say I'm going to replace a mic that you have, right?
mm-hmm.
I have to replace that mic with either something a better mic than what you already have. Would you say
Or
so?
an equivalent, yeah,
Or the
or something,
equivalent,
yeah, or equivalent, yeah,
right? Something that can get the same job done but does it better. So
yeah,
where is the replacement? What's in its place?
right,
And that's and I'm not hitting on them because of that. Um, like I said, the Obamacare benefited me because it allowed me to keep my kids who are college students on my insurance, you know, up until they turn 26 years of age. So that
mm,
was a benefit for me. But if you take that away, what are you going to replace it with?
right.
I can pay $240 a month to keep them on my insurance, or I could go back to paying fucking $680 to keep them on my insurance. Do you see what I'm saying?
But would you say that Obamacare has messed up a lot of people also?
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword, and this is what people have to understand. It's a double-edged sword. There's no one size fits all in politics.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, The people who makes the most, the people who make the most money in this country get the higher tax breaks, right?
Mhm.
They get better tax breaks, right? Who does it hurt more? Does it hurt you, the little guy, at $80,000 a year to have to pay, the 17.5 or the 26.5 or 37.5% of your annual net worth income into federal income taxes, or does it hurt the person who's at 400 million? Does it hurt him how he lives, or does it
I
hurt
mean, he
you?
probably did just buy a yacht, and he's like, "Damn, I'm strapped for cash."
Yeah. So,
7 million.
yeah, but at the end of the day, see, this is what a lot of people don't understand. At the end of the day, who does it hurt more? Does it hurt me to pay more? Look, what's the dude that one of the richest men in America? What's his name?
Warren Buffett.
Warren
Say
Buffett.
Warren Buffett.
Warren
Okay.
Buffett came out and I heard him do it. He was doing a little speech, whatever. Warren Buffett said, I was surprised. You can look it up. It's on YouTube. Came out of his mouth. He said, I was surprised to know that I paid less percentage-wise in federal income tax than the maid who cleans my house does. Now, if it's a lie, he told it. By percentages. Okay? We're talking about by percentages. Right? So Warren Buffett, who's worth an estimated, 3, 4, 5, 12 billion? I'm sure he's paying the person, the people who take care of his home and the woman who cleans his house. I'm sure she's getting paid a pretty penny. But if he's saying that, that doesn't seem right, that she should pay a higher percentage of her income than I do, and I'm a multi-billionaire. Does that seem right to you?
No.
Okay.
Right.
So the right thing to do, in my opinion, so that it's fair across the board, not just to say, okay, we're going to tax the rich at this amount. No, you make them pay according the same way you make everybody else pay, and not give all these goddamn tax breaks.
Yeah.
Who needs a tax break? Who needs the tax breaks more? The girl that's working as a CNA trying to go to school, that's making $18,500 a year.
Well, that's
the
kind of a,
or wait a minute, or Kim Kardashian. Who needs a bigger tax break?
But you know what? The sad truth of America that is and we have to accept it to a degree, honestly, is that you have to have a rich person and you have to have a poor person.
You do, but it
does.
You do, but it doesn't have to be that big of a disparity between the poor, the rich, and the poor. That's the issue.
But see, that's what the middle class was for, and like the middle class is basically very, 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 very thin. We're at a point right now is either you got it or you don't. And I think those are the ones that's getting taxed. The ones that's a determining factor. The middle class,
right?
Because those taxes. Shout outs to War Master. Shout outs to everybody. Thank you guys for definitely hitting the super chat and donating, man. That Buffett said he pays a lower rate than his secretary. Well, he probably got a lot of write-offs too. But it's like those taxes, those can make or break you. Depending on what type of year you had,
That's the whole point. So if you go to a straight flat tax where everybody pays fucking 17.5% of their income into the it may not be fair for some people, but it makes it a lot better system than what it is now. But no, you're gonna have the rich who the super rich and the super wealthy who donate to these politicians and say, hey, you can't do that. I just donated $500,000 to your last campaign. No.
He said Clan Mala. Clan Ma Harris. Hold on. Death Racer, I think that's true. He said, I believe the middle class is artificial. The less the rich contribute, the smaller the middle class. That's true. But the thing is that we need rich and we need poor in this country. Shout outs to he said, man. He said, thanks to Bill Clinton for killing the middle class. I agree. That was the last time we really did see the middle class, y'all. But the thing is, you have to have rich and you have to have poor. That's a hand-me-down.
Stop, man. Go back and look at the economy under Clinton. People were
No,
doing,
but actually, I
people were
think
doing quite.
I think Bush finished it off, but I think
People
the killing actually did start during the Clinton era.
people were doing quite well in the Clinton era. There was a boom in the Clinton era. People were actually, there were jobs, and people were actually doing quite well.
They
It was
said his
a, it
last
was a,
4 years though, he kind of fucked it up.
I mean, it's ebbs and flows in this. Look, you're not gonna just have 40 fucking years of a straight strong economy where everybody is doing well in today's time. You know why?
Right,
We're on the global economy now.
right.
You understand? So there's gonna be ebbs and flows in this shit. It's just like the stock market. The stock
Yeah, I was
market.
just about to say. Now
It
you're seeing
goes
more
ups
stock
and
market
down.
crashes though.
Yeah, it
Yeah, because
goes ups and
you're seeing
downs.
hella crashes, man.
Right. It goes up and down. There's ebbs and flows to the bullshit.
The
Who
Thriller
know?
says
I
you're
listen.
making 400K, you're getting taxed out the ass, and you can't get out of paying taxes like the super rich.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that upper middle class.
You catch you at that you're at that level where you're damned if you
Mhm.
do and you're damned if you don't. You have to break the crest, of 900 to a million to break the crest to where you start seeing some significant tax breaks.
Hmm. So you're better off being a thousandaire.
In some cases,
So what class would you say is safe to be in? Is it safe to be in the middle class or or the rich?
you want to be, in my opinion, you want to be in the lower middle class.
Lower middle class.
Yeah, you want to be in. See, used to you only had you used to have only three classes of people in America.
Mm-hmm.
You had the poor, middle class, rich, or wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got subclasses within each category. You got
Mm-hmm.
the hyper super rich, right? That's Warren Buffett and all of them dudes. Then you
Mm-hmm.
got super wealthy. I'm sorry, the hyper super wealthy. Then you got those that fall underneath those guys, which are, what's the dude name that gave the money to the school, the Smith guy. They gave the money to
Robert Smith. Is it Robert
okay.
Smith?
Then you
Yeah.
got a wealthy guy like Robert Smith, a billionaire, and you got your rappers, a few rappers sprinkled in there. You got them a couple of guys in there, right? They're like, okay, you consider them to be, wealthy, moderately. Then
Mm-hmm.
you got rich. Okay, rich is a lot of your up and coming rappers who, questioning that, or NBA players that are questioning that that are getting these $120 million contracts. Like, they're rich. Then
Mm-hmm.
you have the upper middle class. And that's the crest of class of people that are about to break into being at 1.5 million, 2 million. All right. And then you got regular middle class people that make the, 400,000, 500,000 a year. And then you got the lower middle class who are just getting into those six figures, right? And then you got everybody under that, not necessarily poor, but you're just breaking even. And then you got poor people. You got Section 8 and all these people. So that's you look at the wealth gap and the wealth disparages in this country, and you can see
Mm-hmm.
it.
But you got a lot of poor people paying also, you know.
You do,
Yeah.
you do, and that's what's kind of keeping them, from breaking that lower middle class. That's what's kind of keeping that person that's making that 50 to 55,000 from breaking into the lower middle class and getting ahead, because he needs that other 20, 30,000 to get there.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it changes all the time. Eight,
Mm.
what was it about? It might have been about 15 to 20 years ago. They were saying that to be considered below the poverty crest in this country, it was, if you made below, I think it was 21,000, and then it
Mm-hmm.
went up for a family, and then they break it down: single, family of two, family of four, whatever. Then they break it down,
Mm.
right? So they look at the medium income, earned income in the country. So you got to look at all this shit and say, okay, what's the median income, earned income in this country? That's averages out across the whole entire country. So
Mm.
$50,000 in the state of Louisiana, you high on the hog, boy. You getting it in. You balling. if you're in Louisiana and you work at one of the oil refineries down there, you getting paid, and you see 55,000 after taxes. You balling in the state of Louisiana. Take that same 55,000 and go to fucking New York City with it and see where your ass is. You're in a one-bedroom efficiency apartment, struggling to pay your light, water, and gas. Take that same 55,000 and go down to South Florida to Miami after taxes, 55,000, and see if your ass gonna be balling. Take that same 55,000 and go to Texas, you'll be right, and go to Dallas, you'll be right, somewhere close, but not quite there yet. Take that same 55,000, go to Los Angeles. You fucked in the game. It ain't gonna happen for you.
Yeah, because the economy.
Right. So you gotta understand how it works. It's the numbers game.
But okay. Sal says people forget voting for people that might plan to blow out the water behind the scenes, blame all the small country, and control us with media. Yeah, that's true. People are saying they thought Celeste says she thought a household over 250K was considered rich. James said that he's middle class at 500K.
Where is
James says regular middle class is not 400 to 500K. He said that's the salary range. He said that salary range is considered rich. So, like, what would you say is?
It depends on what perspective you're looking at it from. 500,000 at 500,000 earned income after taxes, you could live anywhere in America you want to live. At 500,000, damn near anywhere, except for out there and out there where Taylor Fox and them niggas live at.
Yeah, Taylor said 500K is middle class in what region? I would say like major cities, like I would say like DC, LA.
500,000 DC, LA, Chicago, New York. You could do well in New York, New Jersey. Those are your two. Los Angeles and New York are your two most populous regions in this country. They have the most citizens by far. So your cost of living is going to be high. 500,000, you could pretty much live damn near anywhere you wanted to live, except for like maybe,
I would say that.
Except for like maybe Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, you might have a problem, but you still could live on the outskirts of Beverly Hills with 500,000. You can still live out.
You have
to
finesse something.
You can still live fucking very comfortably in Manhattan. You might not be able to afford that penthouse downtown Manhattan. You might not be able, but you could live in Manhattan, New York, which is considered to be one of the more prominent areas of New York, with 500,000 annual salary after taxes.
Yeah, but that's true. What is the American people, or what are they gonna do? Because the average person does make about like 30 to 50K is considered doing well here in America, because the average person does make about like 30K a year. What's going on, Sister George? Like how do you start dealing with them numbers, man?
Look, shout out to the panel, man.
Sell some cocaine.
$500,000. Are you saying a year? Are you saying $500,000 a year?
Yeah.
500K
yes,
a year?
I would say about $500,000 a year.
A year?
Yeah, because you will have trouble in like what General said. You will have trouble in places like Rodeo Drive and stuff like that, because those are multi-million-dollar houses though. And if you out there, you probably got like the base level house, and you better make sure you make all them payments.
Out in the South,
Eddie White, what's up, man?
Let's say Mississippi. You could live literally like the Queen of fucking England with $500,000 a year. I mean, you would have your whatever you want.
Oh yeah, in the South, yeah, of course,
acres.
Yeah.
You can live like you're Tiger fucking Woods. I mean, it'd be no.
Shout outs to War Master. He said we've lived through two of the largest economic booms in world history, created by the Republicans, killed by Democrats, both time, Reagan and George W. Wagner says Kuda make 250K from YouTube a year. Shit, I wish. If y'all love me that much, shit, I wish. I wish. But this is what I'm trying to say. Wait, so Wait,
Okay,
since we had the economic boom, what was the Great Depression? The Great Depression didn't fuck shit up. Like, what was that?
But that was a recovery point. That was 29 through 31. But we had a recovery point. So you have recessions. You have recessions that come, and then you have
what's going on, Dollar Washer?
Other shit, man. God damn it.
Yeah, I think that's the level, y'all. Like around 300 to 500K is doing good in like a major city. Honestly, to tell you the truth, you know.
I mean, that's not good. That's beyond good for most.
Yeah.
What's
most
going on,
places.
Gabe?
Hey, what's good?
I mean,
what's going on? Gabe done bought.
Hey, what's up, Gabe?
Gabe done bought the
what's up,
stats. Oh shit, he about to run down the numbers, y'all.
No, I'm not here to do none of that. I'm just trying to show what is typical for the U.S. This is more representative of that.
Okay.
And you can kind of see some of the ranges here, right? That less than 34K for like a single person.
For a single guy, yeah.
Right. That is typically considered like the lower income range. But then and that's why they talk about that middle income. It's pretty much the largest in the whole US. So that 34K to probably right over crossing that six figure range is where you get to like the middle class range. Now upper middle class range goes right 300 or I mean 103 plus. But
really? Is that low?
Yep, it is. It is. So the upper middle class starts there at that 100K for a single person.
Well, I would say 100K is good because that's like, all right, let's say if somebody makes about 40K a year and you're making 80K, that's like a 2 household kind of income thing. If you look at it. So then
that puts you where? That puts you right here in that middle class range.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people in that middle class range for multifamily. Yep.
And then if you add on another 20K and you hit that like 100,
you start over here, right?
Yeah.
Then you start to go to the upper middle class where you're typically good in pretty much most places in the United States.
Well, like a lot of times, but see, a lot of times too, you know, the powers that be want people to kind of coexist. Like they want people to go half and half, you know, with relationships and stuff. Like, because when we talk about relationships here in this sector, a lot of times we're talking to people that's going half and half too. That's where the whole 50-50 conversation came up.
Right.
Yeah. So
when you talk about that, you have to look at the medium household income. The medium household income was $68,703 in 2019. That's an increase of 6.8% from 2018, which in 2018, the medium household income was $64,324. You can look at that in figures 1 and in table 1 and table alpha 1, right? So that's what you got to understand. So like I said, for almost $68,000 a year, most cities, most mid-major cities, you can do well. You can't go to fucking Rodeo Drive and live comfortably on $68,703 a goddamn year. You can't.
The only thing you can do is go over there and buy a Gucci belt and take your ass back home.
You could do well in a city the size of, let's say, if you're a single person, you could do well off $68,703 a year in a city the size of Houston, the city the size of Atlanta, the city the size of Dallas. You could do well. Those are mid-major cities.
Like a New York,
as a single person.
But then at 400,000 to 500,000, I mean, and pretty much you have your choice of the letter. So typically you're considered rich when you move into those.
Hold on. Commander Gore has a good point though. He said these numbers don't matter anymore. Coronavirus economy now.
Well, you know, it has affected a lot of.
It has a lot to do with disposable income too. Because
what's going on, Scott Free?
You say 68,000 in a city like Houston, you dealing with where you're living, and then you're dealing with that disposable income. Because you can stretch it, but you might not have no disposable income. But if you want to be out in town, go to the games, you know, fly, you know, maybe travel, you're gonna have to reduce where you're living. Then that's sort of pushing you into the communities. And that's the thing. Like a city like Houston, you got a lot of lower end communities, you know, and then you want to live there. That's what I'm saying, because you don't have to.
Right, but what I'm saying is that's not as a household. You wouldn't be able to do that in a household and live in a pretty decent area in Houston for $68,000 with a wife and a kid or two. No. Now, if you and your wife
Some
were
places.
both, like I said, some places it depends. You can squeak it out, but all things, it's a lot of stuff that have to line up in that. Now, if you and your wife both were making $68,000, right, then you could do quite well in the city besides in Houston, or you and your significant other, however you want to put it, right? But as a single person at $68,000, almost $70,000 a year, you can live pretty comfortably in Houston and live the fly lifestyle, do the NBA games, the NFL games. You could do that if you by yourself are making $70,000 a year living in Houston.
Right.
You can do it. It's manageable.
Yeah, like
60,
70,000 is good. That's good.
You won't be able to get the Bentley
by yourself,
and be fly in Houston like that. No, that's not going to happen. But you can live a very modest,
I mean, if you put some money together, you can get the Bentley. You'll get the 2006 though. Yeah, 2006 Bentley.
But I don't want to distract from that. What I'm saying is, you have to understand how it works. Now, you can't move to Manhattan as a single man or a single woman and you're making $68,000 a year and expect to go to Manhattan and get you a goddamn rooftop fucking loft in Manhattan. That ain't gonna happen.
Man, now, Manhattan prices are crazy.
Now, if you're
for no reason and shit.
Now, if you're a single person, man or woman, and you're making $300,000 to $400,000 after taxes, you may be able to go down to Manhattan and get you a moderate in Manhattan district and get you a moderate, a very moderate, nice apartment or a brownstone. You may be
anywhere.
You know how I look at
anywhere within there was nuts. I was doing last year I was in Manhattan for a consulting gig with the customer downtown. So pretty much right there in Manhattan. And do you know, so like I don't front the bill or anything for my hotels. The customer does. Do you know my hotel one night was over $400 a night to stay in a hotel in Manhattan. Yeah. I'm like, I would never pay those prices. It was close to that $450 or so. And I'm like, all right, let me just get this expense report and call it a day. Let me get out of here.
How I look at it is, we're going on Astro. How I look at it is, oh man, you can get a 2006 Bentley for like a good 30K. 25K, but yeah, they got a whole bunch of miles on it. If something go out on it,
yeah.
But
again, like even like New York, like you don't need a vehicle at all.
Yeah,
you don't need a vehicle.
What I was saying is that how you really want to judge it is if you definitely ain't $1 million in Florida. You rather when you think about getting a mansion. You think of the Keys of Florida or somewhere, that's nice and tropical. You spend that same $1 million in New York. When you leave out the front of your apartment or your crib or whatever, you step in gum that's on the floor. Some nigga done bumped you in the shoulder, like move. You know what I'm saying?
It's nasty.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's literally trash on the
part
side
of New York. Yeah, there's parts of New York which is a dump, and you're paying millions to stay there.
So let me give you guys some numbers real quick. I'm gonna give you the mic, Platinum. The total number of homes in Manhattan, New York, is 743,231. Right. The average number of people per household.
Right, Sal.
Two. That means man and woman, or whatever. If you're in an alternative lifestyle, all right, or maybe 2 roommates or whatever. Family households, there are 315,487. Non-family households, check this number out, 427,744. Households with children, right, in Manhattan, there are only 132,327 households with children. Households without children, 610,904. So that tells you how
a whole bunch of broke people trying to make it. A whole bunch of people trying to make it.
Yeah.
So the
it's a lottery.
Household, here's 2 more numbers for you. So the average household income, medium average household income, is $130,594.80. You at least need to make $130,594.80 to live comfortably in New York as a single person.
That's crazy.
Shout outs to City, Texas, and drive a big rig. Hey, man.
Here, just a few more numbers for you.
Mhm.
People below the number of people below the poverty level, 254,861. People above the poverty level is 1,279,828. That's living above the poverty level. So it has its perks. It has its perks, and like I say, that's a household. But if you're a single person and you're making that kind of money, and you're making 130,000, and you're in Manhattan, you can
BMT, what's up?
Because
let me tell you what they do. They it's a whole bunch of people in.
I think it's better for people to live in the suburbs. But I think it's better for people to live in the suburbs and then get you a nice little Prius or something and then drive it into the city every once in a while. Like live on the outskirts.
But you know, you guys ain't never balled on a budget before, have you? Like,
hell yeah.
You know,
yeah, we all.
I mean, like
people's whole lifestyle is based on balling on a budget.
Okay, I'm saying like
I'm pretty conservative, man. So I don't really take a lot of risk money wise.
No, I was saying like on these, like you talking about Manhattan and all these places. Like I would even attempt to live. I would never want to even live in places like that with these ridiculous. But you can ball on the budget. And what I'm saying is like, okay, like Vegas doing fight night, right? Vegas, the hotels are gonna sell it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I rolled the dice. I danced with the devil.
Well, I'm saying the whole. These fight nights, hotels are gonna sell out. Okay, just now you can go ahead and throw your credit card out there and pay the $300 a night. Your own rooms are going for $80 normally, but you can pay if that's what you want to do. That's your money. But balling on the budget is, you rent your town and country or whatever, and maybe you and one other, maybe your homie, you ride out to under Vegas, maybe a sleeping bag, and you guys just fucking. You might go to the fight or hang out around it. You out there. You in Vegas, you got your whip there, right? And then when it's over with, whatever you're gonna do, instead of trying to fall back to a room or whatever, you just go to a Walmart or some corner and you just sleep in the whip. You sleep in the truck.
Nah, man. Niggas trying to hang out with Floyd Mayweather, man.
Well, if you hang out with Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, balling on the budget.
Lose all their money.
I'm saying
you broke Floyd. Look at this.
I'm saying you're just out there. I'm just saying you don't. Now it's up to you. You want to run up your quarter crowd? You got money. That's you. I'm just saying it's one way. Hey, in the next morning,
niggas gonna sleep in that Walmart parking lot one way or another.
Yeah, in the whip, in the van.
You may get you one of those. You know what cars they were sleeping in back in the day? Those college students. They take the headrest off and then put the seats back, and it's like a bed. Niggas were sleeping in their Honda Elements. Remember the Honda Element?
That's crazy. My thing is that if I don't know, I feel you, partner. If that's something that you desire to do, but I'm like, man, if I can't travel and be comfortable while doing it, I'm like,
don't even go.
Maybe, I'm like, maybe let me stack up, let me get my situation together, and then I'm gonna go and enjoy the whole experience rather than kind of trying to, do that.
Be a fly on the wall.
What's really
not be a fly on the wall, but just not go above my means. Like
what's really dancing with the devil is leaving out of your town without no damn money, and then you waiting for direct deposit while you on vacation.
You can go to NBA All-Star game, right? And you can pay those. You can pay it. I mean, it's up to you. You can pay those over exaggerated charges, or you can ball on a budget. And I'm not saying that's. I'm saying you can. So that's up just a record. So if you go to, all Rick Ross gonna be at Chris Brown concert, this person concert, this going on, that going on. You out there, you're amongst it. So you walking around, you massage, you speaking, socializing. You out there too. You enjoying yourself, but you're not saying, okay, now I got to hit the hotel room. Oh, I got to pay $350 because I got the room late, or I got to do this because I didn't. I'm just saying, you balling on the budget. You still you don't have to go to sleep. You can be out there all night till the sun come up. Sun come up, you can raise on up out of there. That's what I'm saying. So, like he was saying, Manhattan, all these places. Yeah, there are places that you go that might be a little bit above your pay grade as far as money, but there are ways around that where you still can be amongst the people. You might not have the money they have, but you can be right there in that crowd too, socializing and making a name for yourself too. That's what I'm saying. Without having to go see a bankruptcy court, 2 weeks later, because you done spent way too much money.
Well,
I think that's the American dream, living above your means, man.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah, I think we put ourselves in
sad
that
to say.
situation a lot of times, right?
That's
people
how
spend a lot. Yeah,
that's how modern day slavery is. You're at the mercy of your expenses.
that's a fact. That's a fact. So with these bands, right? These salary ranges and everything. I just think that if a lot of energy is put towards increasing your streams of revenue and jumping into different fields and being able to maximize your earning potential, I think that results in a lot of stuff being, not even a big deal, right?
Well, this is what I want to ask you. What do you think is going to happen in this new COVID economy? Because the gentleman was right. Now we're playing under a different set of rules.
Well, I don't think that so it depends on what industry and what field that you're in, right? As it concerns tech, right, and STEM, like I don't see anybody out here suffering. If you work in a hospital or a medical professional, that need is always there. They might even need you even more. And even as it concerns tech, like as we see with the stock market, right, things are up and down, but tech, like the big tech organizations are growing and growing and growing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I try to get people kind of involved with some form of it,
right? So I think it does depend upon what industry you're in.
I'm about to get this drone and start doing some of my YouTube videos with this damn drone. You know what I'm saying? Walk around in the field and have it follow me, and then I have my lavalier mic on and stuff, and then I just when I edit it, I just sync it up with the camera and stuff like that, and do that a little bit differently,
Yeah, I can see that.
When we have this conversation based upon what's happening with the economy and how people are going to make it right, the first thing we want to do is we want to use certain things as examples, like STEM, for example. How many people, Black people, since we want to talk about Black people, are into STEM, are actually in the field? Yeah. See, everyone right now, you got to look at the number of people that even qualify to get into that field.
Right.
So you're talking about on average, we're talking about everyday average motherfuckers who work at places like Walmart, the bank teller, who work as at the hospital, fucking cleaning bedpans or the fucking working in the laundry room or cafeteria at the hospital, or your LPN or your CNA. This is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, but I think that when it concerns tech, I think that one thing that we've noticed is that the barriers of entry, the barriers of entry, are less and less. So yeah, there might be people who are settling for a lot of those type of roles where it really doesn't have a lot of upward mobility, but they can go through particular programs. You can do everything in front of your computer and be trained and be qualified to go into tech fields. So yeah, I do understand a lot of people are in those fields. Are in those, a ceiling type of careers, but the barriers of entry into STEM are lessening and lessening. And I think that black people should take advantage of it.
Right. That's
I think so too.
Well, I wasn't saying that they shouldn't. I'm telling you that on average, I don't think that the average millennial is sitting down looking at, hey, you know what? I should go into STEM. No.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, General, because the thing is that, like, you're saying how many people are now, I wouldn't say qualified, but like are have that as an interest in mind. I know what you're saying.
No, I think it's growing though, right? Because everybody is relegated to being in front of their computer right now.
I was just about to get to that. It's only growing because people now are like have no idea. They have no choice but to like upgrade their phones. 5G. Some of these tech terms are part of everyday life now. So some people are like, well, like for podcasting, for example, you have a lot of people that thinking that they're podcasting, that actually are podcasting, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. You got a lot of people that are getting into podcasting this month. Like I said, remember I told you 30 to 40,000 new podcasters hit the scene this month, thinking that they can just do it off their phone, right? Then you have a lot of people dabbling in it. but I wouldn't say like you have to have the drive to get into it. Like I didn't pick up a whole bunch of tech gear and be like, hey man, you know what? I'm just trying to jump into tech and I'm gonna no, I had this shit. I got blessed in. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go to school and do none of this shit. And I'm playing around with shit that people go to school for.
There's a lot of people who are in tech positions that haven't went to school at all. Like
that hasn't
I
went
have
to
a
school.
manager.
Yeah.
My manager doesn't even have a degree or any certifications. He just
Right.
has a lot of
Let me ask you
Shout
a
out to
question.
Keep It Techie. He said, no dude, piss poor planning leads to piss poor experiences. Jump in, General.
Let me ask you a question. Your manager, how old is he, number one, and how long has he been in the field?
I was on stereo too.
He's probably in his late 40s, somewhere around there.
So that means that he got into the field early enough to where it wasn't a lot of stringent, regulations that hindered him from getting into the field.
I'm not 100% sure about that because he was in the military, but then he transitioned to civilian work, and then but he didn't do.
So he was able to forego. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So he was able to forego. He was able to forego a lot of the training because he got a pass, so to speak, based upon his certifications that he has from the military and his experience.
Yeah, so he doesn't have any certifications, or he does. I don't think he did anything with tech while he was in the military. He was in infantry, so that was his specialization. But he got out. Well, I don't know exactly how he transitioned. I think he knew the director, or he knew some other people within our organization. But yeah, he doesn't have any degrees or any certifications or anything. And this isn't to downplay him or not, but it is to say that individuals can get into this field without necessarily having a lot of those degrees, having those certifications, because the barrier of entry has lessened for a lot of tech careers.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, so I'm gonna help you out right quick. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna tell you some things. I'm gonna show you how it works. All right. So I'm not in tech as far as what I do for the military. But let me hook you up.
So that gun you holding got some tech on it.
Let me tell you something. You silly man. Let me tell you some of the. Let me give you some of the courses that I've attained, because in the military you go to school for free. So I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna list some of the courses. And I know some of them are outdated, but I'm just gonna give you. Let me get into it real quick here, and I'm gonna tell you some of the shit. And you're gonna be like, "Well, damn, okay." And I'm not tech. I don't deal with tech at all. Well, not the type of tech you're talking about, computers and all that shit.
Well, you got a phone. You are.
Well, no, I'm gonna do something else for you, DJ Kuda.
Okay.
All right. So, real quick, let me see here. Let me see what this shit is here. That's bullshit. We don't need to talk about that. Let's see. We don't need to talk about that. But y'all can go ahead. I'm gonna bring it up for you.
Sound Mind brings up a good point. He said if Biden gets in, Kamala's going to give the Indians free citizenship and they're going to take over STEM, which most of them do now. I do agree with them taking over STEM. Styles, hell yeah, phone podcasters. You have a lot of them here on YouTube. Here
are just a few of the certifications that I went and I personally got myself because I was thinking that it might come in handy, right? Access 2015, the web, ADO, net connections and commands with C+, building ADO net data sets with C+, advanced ADO net programming with C+, printing help access logic and globalization with C+. These are just some of the courses that I've taken because I'm like, this tech shit might take off in a few years, and I might be out of the army or retired, and I might want to go into some dealing with some fucking data networking, programming or some simple shit. So working with ASP.NET, all of these courses I got that were free, so I could technically leave the military and go to some of these corporations that, program corporations, IBM, what have you, wherever, and use all of this shit that I gained in the Army to get in on the entry level on the ground floor because of all of the fucking classes that I'm taking as far as programming and computer operating systems are concerned, right?
Technically.
You see what I'm saying?
No pun
I think
intended.
to some degree, yeah.
Networking protocols, 2017. IP addressing and subnetting, 2017. These are just some of the classes that I decided I wanted to take, right?
Yeah.
Working with.
So I think one thing that they do a lot of times is that, yeah, the classes and are very important to take, but they'll try to find some way to for you to demonstrate what you can do, right?
Exactly.
So they might give you some problems, they might have you whiteboard some things, they might actually give you a programming exam, right? So yeah, definitely. So that's why I say to some degree, yeah, taking the courses is dope, but being able to demonstrate that in some type of interview or some type of situation is really what those organizations are looking for.
Right, and remember, they also give you that government buy based upon your experience. So, like, I
government
got
buy. So what's that?
Where they give you a pass, so to speak. So, like, I got a soldier. I had a soldier, right? He just had his certifications he got while he was in basic training AIT. All right, his A school. He got offered a job. It was $106,000 a year while we were deployed by a civilian contracting agency. And he was just a fucking satellite programmer. And he's not nothing special. He just knew about computers and how to goddamn aim the goddamn satellite at the damn computer to get a connection.
I worked at DirecTV for 7 years.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And he right now he's doing quite well. He has several, but I know 24 took the job, and now under 30, still at this time, he's still under 30 years of age. This cat is probably making 180 a year with some fucking tech company doing some bullshit. And all he had was that basic training AIT certification that he came out of the Army with.
I need to learn how to fly, so somebody can hire me to fly drones for him. Because that's going to be big, like aviation and stuff, man. Learning,
Well,
that's a fact. That's one thing that you may want to do, Kuda.
Yeah, I mean, I was telling people at some point you got to learn how to fly drones, like airspace and all kinds of stuff. But like, I can't fly it in the district though. I gotta, figure out another. Well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of places you can fly it, so but.
A lot of people, though, when you talk about what's going to happen in the future as far as the new administration,
like what should people do? Like, what
a lot of people are not going to receive anything. I don't care what they grant. If they granted $40 billion to low income areas for improve, like small business improvements, these dudes, they can't run businesses. They're not, I'm talking about a lot of the people who are asking for things. They're not qualified to run a business, not qualified to do anything. I know that because I've been here and I've seen that when there is grants handed out to certain communities.
Right, Sal.
People obviously they want the free money, but it's for a reason. They say, okay, we'll give you a grant, but you got to be able to run the business. When the guys, they don't show up, or when they show up, they're not qualified, so they can't receive it. So other people wind up getting, and then it's a continual cycle. People want something, they say, well, we get cut out of deal. We get cut out of deal because we're not prepared to receive the deal. And you're going to see the same thing.
Would you say guys in this space, like that knows how to like run a YouTube channel, in on gear and stuff like that, do you think we're ahead of the curve?
YouTube channel is different
when it comes to media, right? When it comes to
I'm talking about, say, a mechanic shop. I'm talking about a basic small business. Say a barber shop. Say a beauty shop. You might have, out of 15 women, you might have one that meets the minimum qualifications
requirements
to get that loan.
Okay,
Just one, even though it's all 50 of them been doing hair. And then you got attitude. Well, I've been doing hair longer than her. What you mean? I know I can run my shop. They don't know anything about business. They don't know about wholesale. They don't know about retail. They don't know any of that. Right. And when people try to talk to them reasonably, they don't want to hear that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
So a lot of people are going to weed themselves out.
For someone,
I think we're individuals like go ahead.
For someone like you, DJ Kuda, you would be ahead of the power curve. You probably could go down to your local TV station and get behind some damn camera and operate a boom mic because you have the general basic knowledge. For me, no. I mean, I can learn it, but yes, you would be ahead of the power curve. For somebody like Angry Man who has a lot of tech, who's familiar with some of the operating systems, but could you go to fucking NBC and get behind one of their fucking big boards and operate their big boards in one of their control rooms?
You know, I also see opportunity.
Level.
Kuda,
it probably might take a small learning curve, but
Kuda. Where I also see opportunity is that I see that you upload videos about like certain microphones and certain setups and certain technology as it concerns audio and visual. I think that. Have you ever heard of websites called like Udemy or Udacity, where it's pretty much a learning?
Let me write this shit down right now.
So Udemy.
Okay, Udemy.
And I can show you. So Udemy is a website where you can make your own class, and what happens is that students pay a fee for your class, and you pretty much gain a percentage of the returns from having that class out there. So you might have you might make a class for microphone basics 101 for your streaming platforms, right?
And they have the structure, like the structured. Okay.
So you put it all together, right? You put down the material, you record it, you upload it, and you manage the class, right? You might answer student emails, you might answer student questions, but you pretty much record and then you upload and then you pretty much put it out there. It's like crack, right? It's like
UDMI. That's the website.
UDEMY.
UDEMY. My bad. Yeah, I have it spelled. Okay, let me go right now. Gabe, you always give me $1 million ideas.
Absolutely, man.
You will have a bend in your driveway with a bow on it.
Listen,
happens, man.
If you blowing up and you expanding your services is good enough for me, but yeah, that's a platform where you can upload things and then students can literally sign up for it. And really, the way that you go higher on the ratings is that when people give reviews of your class.
Oh, so it's UDMY.
So UDEMY. Here, let me put it in there.
I got it right here. I see the Asian lady.
Gotcha.
I made it.
And again, the game popular, or people sign for it, people pay a fee for it, and that return comes right back to you. But anyway, I think that's another opportunity. Yeah.
I would say I want because these shows that
I'm good. I'm about to run some topics.
Hold on one second, General. I'm
my fault.
It's all good.
No, I was saying people who are actually not within the economic world, who are trying to get into it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of people.
YouTube is YouTube, YouTube. But I'm just saying, what I'm saying is, I've seen this happen before. I'm going to in published districts. They're going to offer loans, and I'm telling you that people watch it. They're not qualified. They're not qualified. They don't know how to operate a business. And I'm saying, you're
saying they get the loans, they're gonna blow.
Oh, if they get them a loan, that loan been gone. But I'm just saying, everyone won't even get the loan. If they're smart, they won't get the loan. But no, business takes an amount of sacrifice and struggle, and a lot of people. Understand that because they've been doing it.
I'm going to the shop myself.
Well, I see a lot of people going to school for business administration.
Okay, but
Well, it
those
don't seem
people
like
are
that's
not
working.
Yeah, well, those people are not necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about people who expect that it just won't work out. That's what
I do shows on the platform. Just ride off of that. Troll with that shit. Troll with that shit.
I'm good. Okay, well, those people
like
are
that's
not
working.
Yeah, well, those people are not necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about people who expect that they're going to just get something. They're going to get something free, and it's going to work out. That's what I'm saying. They don't understand.
Platinum, you need to do some shows called the Platinum Plan. Just ride off of that. Troll with that shit. Troll with that shit. He said, "I'm good."
Yeah,
you got a plan for these hoes and a plan for these niggas, man. The plan for these niggas, man.
I want to know
what's going on, Keep It Techie. Yeah, I'm at the same screen.
Yeah, so I was just
3
gonna
hours
show
and
you
1 minute
like,
too. Yeah.
So like they have this teach on Udemy, and just quickly, sorry about that. Keep It Techie. So you press on teach, and it says literally become an instructor, right?
Yeah.
So you pretty much just go through the prompt and setting up your class
right now
and
while
getting
we're
approved.
talking.
I'm telling you. So anyway, I just want to share that with you.
Thank you, Gabe. See, y'all, that's the thing. That's why this is look, Gabe. Guys like yourself, like, to tell you the truth, like, you're a blessing, bro. Because I really came to YouTube to find guys like yourself. Because I know there's guys that's in it and they know little. It's not who you know, it's who you know. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know people to get somewhere. Knowing you, that's the most valuable thing. It's not what you're doing. It's not the money. It's like knowing the right guy that'll put you in position to move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime, man.
And you know, you're the type of guy that I come to this place that I really want to chop it up with, because you know the inner workings of certain things. You know, you got guys that know about cars, but then you have guys that put you around Chevelles, and it's like knowing the nigga that worked on your Honda than knowing Jay Leno.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody that'll put you around something. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I really appreciate you, man. I'm gonna definitely
appreciate you too, man.
That shit right now, and I'm finna get it popping. What's going on? Keep It Techie.
I'm gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Keep It Techie. I think you're on mute. Well, actually, you're not on mute, are you?
You're muted. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, let me throw this out there real quick. Then
he
can jump. You can chime whenever you're ready. You can interrupt or whatever.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
We hear you.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad. I had reloaded my system, and so all my settings are messed up. But hey, one thing I wanted to add though to Gabe, what he said. Udemy, you know, is a good thing. I just never thought, you know, you would actually want to look into that, because that's something that I'm actually I'm building a course for right now. It's gonna be a strictly Linux course.
Whoa,
yeah, so okay. I'm gonna put that out there as well. So it's kind of like an entry level with my own little spin to it. I know it's plenty, and that's the thing, it's plenty of courses already out there, but you know what I'm saying, with your spin, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, You know, it's something different, and it'll make people want to go to it. And then also another thing about it, just adding to what Gabe Bass said, because you know he's spot on about that. But business, Udemy, recently started selling their courses to businesses. So it's a lot of businesses out there that are, you know, needing like marketing help and creating videos, creating all the stuff that you could teach with like microphones and all that stuff. And that'll get you revenue as well. So just, I mean, just throwing it out there, adding it to it, you know.
Yeah, this will get me on the curve for the new generation that's coming up. Another place that I found out, a website that I found out, you guys, is Parler. There's a website called Parler that's kind of like Twitter / Facebook and some other stuff, and you can have unbiased information over there. Like they're unbiased about, like, you can say whatever the hell you want. Basically, I mean, some of y'all want to look into that. I don't know,
but I'm telling you, man, I think you are perfect for that. And just like what Keep It Techie was saying, you start off from a ground level, giving very basic information, and then you kind of build up your content as you go further, like a beginner level, a medium level, and an advanced level. And then I think that just builds up your cachet as it concerns your knowledge of the subject matter. And then just like Keep It Techie was saying, like, you'll be perfect for like small businesses initially, like that are starting up, like startup businesses that are trying to get their online platform from a digital and a visual perspective together.
They will archive everything that I have as a course.
Everything.
Okay.
And then you basically put it together.
You sell it. It's like crack. You sell it. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's like
go ahead. Keep it taking.
Nah, you're right. He right. Nah,
it's
you
like
just
viral
basically,
cocaine.
you basically just put it all together as a course. You say, you know, you could break it up in different sections. You know, like this the introduction, and then just like any other course you've ever been through or whatever. I know, like with the general. You know, he's seen plenty of those courses like that for the military because we have to do annual training every year. So pretty much how, or another example, you know how G on those certifications, like area of the certification exam, so you could do kind of model it like that as well, you know, just like the course, and then create the videos for each one of those sections, and then put it up there, and you get to go.
Literally exactly what you've been doing on this platform, except in a more structured
and more professional,
absolutely, and modular, right? One piece, another piece, and it builds upon the other.
Because
exactly.
I have this light, and I'm thinking about because I have this table here, and you know how you can just do like unboxing videos right there, and or you can just show exactly what you're doing from a first person view and stuff like that. So you know, I was working on all of that because I was gonna be more professional with my tech shows, obviously, kind of put it more together, more professionally, and not even just that, just do the raw shooting of what I wanted. And pay somebody to really put it together and then push it out. Yeah.
And it might be even people that you might be able to just stream it completely, like able to hire somebody like on a Fiverr to break it up.
Yeah, right? I was gonna dry shoot it, go make sure I have a checklist, go over all the stuff that I wanted to check. Check it off the checklist, and then if I could probably release it that way, and then I could just probably get somebody to edit it.
Listen, on the tech side of the game, let's get it. You got it.
On the T side of the game.
On the T side of the game.
Right.
Because Cootie, you know enough, man, to show people how to run interfaces and set up, you know, their channels, and that's something that the brother has a great idea, man. How to, you know, if you wanted to even go into that realm of showing someone how to.
Man, Gabe always gives me gems, man. Of course,
man.
Well deserved, man.
Because you got no equipment to do it.
You know, I don't know what they're charging for video editing or whatever. I don't know what the current rate is.
20. I've been seeing it on the site that I go to. I'm not going to say too much.
You straight?
Game the black.
I'll tell you. I'll put it in the back chat for you.
I don't know. No, I do my own video editing. I'm just saying my issue with the editing was always with people is they never were realistic with trying to. They would ask me to edit stuff,
No, you got to collab with them. You instead of hiring them as an editor, just be like, I want to collab with you. You know, kind of bring your.
What I'm saying is when people offer revenue for a film editor, in my opinion, they were not realistic. So I would always say no, and I would let them edit their own thing so they can understand how long that shit takes.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I got to get past the curve. Look, I got Adobe, After Effects, and all kinds of shit that I'm not using.
Well, you're good.
Be Lightroom, man. This shit is hard. I got to learn how to use. I got this damn loop keyboard here.
I'm saying
I got the whole classroom book here. I got to figure out how to use this.
I'm talking. My guy will come up to you to my edit something, and he'll say, "Okay, here go $25." I said, "Bro, you joking? $25 bucks?
Yes.
This shit's gonna take me 10 hours to edit this."
Yes.
No. I'm saying that I would say it's gonna take me 10 hours to do this. Well, here go $25. I mean, you're fucking.
Well, definitely length.
You edit your shit.
Factor in length. You know, you can't be. You know,
well, they don't. I'm just saying they didn't. You know how the world is. That's just the world. Like you said, people cool. We cool with each other and stuff. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about years ago. They're saying there are people people just like that. It's like I couldn't believe it was, but they would do it. But it's always somebody out there. If you got somebody going for $20, I say that's a deal. You got somebody going for $20 an hour. You got a deal. That's a hell of a deal, especially if they're good. You seen what they're doing? They put out good product.
Yeah, they show it to you. Where I'm at, they show it to you.
That's
what
a
they're
deal.
doing.
I lock that in. I'd lock that in.
Yeah. And then what you do is you hire them weekly. When people start liking your videos and stuff, when you have contributors, they literally, if you allocate your money correctly, they pay for your team that you're hiring. So you can do some other stuff. You can build on your business while you have somebody editing. If you're not good at time management, you know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna drop down really quickly, man.
No problem, Gabe.
I just wanted to come up and have a conversation.
We gotta do a one-on-one, man.
It's anytime, man.
Let
me know.
Dude, you are the official tech guy of the Manosphere, for
Gabe
real.
is the Black Brain Trust of the
Manosphere.
Yeah, Gabe is the Black.
No comment. I'm out of there. And I'm out.
Salute, guys.
Listen, I'm out of that. Listen, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. But yeah, peace out, y'all. Peace out.
All right, Gabe. Thanks, man. Thanks again, man. Right, I'm gonna let you know how it goes.
Absolutely. I'll let y'all. Bye.
All right. Most definitely. I'm definitely signing up for Udemy right now. Why don't you sign up for it, Platt? Teach them how to knock holes. Have a course. And call it the Platinum Plan. See?
No,
the Platinum Plan is tricking.
I'm good.
Teach them how to trick.
And fasting is my prime student.
So keep it techie. You said you're on there and it's pretty dope. They structure everything good. I'm
not on there yet. I'm building the course. That's the thing. I have an account, but I'm building the course because I'm gonna release the course all together. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you should do it.
So
have everything laid out, and release it all at once. And
so let me show y'all something that I've been working on. So I have this, and I hate to say it, but I mean I could. The funny thing about this space is you can say it and still do it, and it'll still work. There's this guy that I'm watching his video, and he has like a week by week plan. He calls himself the something YouTube tycoon, right? And the model that he was saying, he was like, first off the rip, you got it as a content creator, which we should be talking about this behind closed doors, but fuck it. You have to start off with 10 videos, right? You come out with 10 videos. 7 are serious videos, 3 are pro videos. And your promo videos have to be just as serious as your as the videos that you're talking about. But what he was saying is that you have to take your promo videos and basically kind of advertise the other videos that you already have pre-recorded. And then like it's this thing that he set up, it's this model that he set up where you do one promo, then it leads to another promo which rocks you into the videos, and then halfway through the videos you do you launch the other promo. And how he has it set up is genius. It's like, okay, that will work. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how he had it set up. I was looking at it today. I kind of glanced at it, and his model is pretty genius. Like he got a game plan, and that's what I'm looking for now. Like basically having a game plan, learning how to set my week up more correctly, you know. And then I'm using this other YouTube planner that I'm writing down like my ideas and stuff. And
that's one
yeah.
thing, and that kind of leads to some, you know, I'm kind of bad with,
because it's a
and
course, structure. Yeah,
that's mainly because, you know, I got a full-time job, so all my videos I make around, if I'm, you know, working late, or if I got to do something to help the kids with the homework, or do something around the house or whatever. So I don't have like a weekly day of releasing videos, and that's the best way of actually doing it, is by releasing videos on a schedule. That way people will know that you are. That's why I enjoyed your I enjoy your third shift, because I know every night at 10 or 11 or 12 o'clock my time, you will be live jamming some music while I'm chilling, or I'm winding down drinking a beer or something like that, or whatever. Third shift is popping off. You know what I'm saying? So it's on a scale, and then you start getting more people into that habit, and eventually,
because like the thing is too, to have what you to have what you're doing work out, you have to be consistent. Schedules are on consistency. Yep.
Yeah, because people are, you know what? Because mankind habits shows because of the code.
You on see or whatever you I thought it was gonna come back to me, but yeah, just go ahead on, man. I forgot.
Sure? Okay. That happens
You know
to
what?
me
When
too.
you're thinking about tricking, it does that. When you're thinking about tricking your life, it does that.
No, but then halfway on your drive to work tomorrow, you remember it, be like, oh shit, yeah, all right.
Exactly.
It's like,
Exactly.
You're like, oh dang it, the show's over.
yeah. But like, yeah, I'm learning of planning, because me, I've always been like a spur of the moment type guy, and like, I don't know what's effective planning when you're kind of spur of the moment, and both what's going on, Benny? Both has worked for me. you know, but I'm learning how to have structure. And I always want to have structure, you know, like one of the big things, like when you're starting a podcast is, okay, well, what's the structure? Do I do an intro or do I just start talking? Or do I, you know, and a lot of that stuff too, you know, you got to learn how to be, you got to learn improv also. You got to learn how to do stuff on the fly, especially once you hit that live button. So there's certain times you can start your show and do certain things, but then there's certain times where you can just turn this shit on and just start talking.
Yeah.
You
Oh
don't even
yeah,
have to do all of that elaborate shit. Mhm.
it came to me what I was gonna say. People have along with the, you know, people have a short attention span, and
Yeah.
they'll quickly move on to something else if you don't keep them entertained, and if you don't keep that consistency going as far as releasing new material. So people, I mean, it's like millions or something of YouTube channels out here, and
Mhm.
if you don't keep the people interested that you currently have,
Mhm.
then you're just gonna hit a
That's mostly
stalemate
American
or something.
audience.
What's going on,
American
Yeah.
audience are the worst. They're the
Yeah.
worst.
But that's
keeping it, yeah.
that's the audience that's you know, that is, I guess they said, more lucrative to entertain, you know.
Yeah. Americans are the worst at entertainment because I'll give an example, right? Let's look at music. How long is the music right now in America? I don't listen to radio anymore, but I'm stuck in the 80s. I remember back in the day, a 5-minute song, no, even way back in the 70s, you have a song that would be like 8 minutes to 10 minutes. You know, like, you know, you can listen to it. You can listen to the whole album.
Mhm.
The last time I listened to the radio, I remember when I was doing the AR stuff, music stuff. They said the maximum of your music should be less than 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, it went down.
Yeah,
Now it's
now
like
it's
2
like
minutes
2
and
minutes.
20
Yeah,
seconds or like 1 minute 30 seconds.
and I
Yeah, that's
predicted,
the way
I'm like,
music is now.
Yeah,
his song is
and
gonna be 45 seconds, where it's like, dun, dun, dun,
there's the clip. Remember
then it's
on
over.
iTunes back in the day, like they played like 1 minute and 30 seconds of the song because now the songs are clips.
Yeah,
And the reason why they do it like that is because you get more replay value out of your song.
yeah, because it's
There's a
short.
lot of replay values because usually the A&Rs will have to go down to the radio stations,
Yeah.
and they will have to make sure certain artists they're getting their proper spins.
But you know,
Now the song is so short, they get a spin, and you can segue. You
but
can
you
use
know,
a
all
song
of
as
that
a
is about
segue.
to change though, Kuda, because why are we calling 2020 the year of the reset?
Yeah.
Think about it. We be talking about winter's coming, right? Watch this, Kuda. You know, I went to sleep.
Yeah,
This whole YouTube shut down. I was sleeping when this whole thing happened, right? Guess what? What's the news now? Or today? Oh, COVID rises. Illinois, the cases are rising.
Yeah, they're doing it real quick, and you know what? They made sure they do it right as soon as the vaccine is put out, and they're gonna start it on this last half before 2021 comes in effect. So 2021 comes in effect. The vaccine is gonna be quote unquote a normal thing. And notice they released the vaccine after they released who could potentially be the president.
And not only that, Kuda, shut down. America's gonna shut down again.
It's gonna. I told y'all to get y'all shit.
They might shut it down.
They will.
They're shutting down Maryland. They're shutting down Maryland right now.
They shut down when it was hot.
Yeah,
they might shut it down. They might have to.
Y'all better get
England is shut down right now, like lockdown.
Y'all better get y'all shit. Y'all better make sure that Amazon man. Y'all better stalk his ass. What's going on, Celeste? Y'all better stalk his ass. Y'all better make sure. Y'all better make sure he. Shit.
They told us about that at our church, so they were like, make sure you stock up on food, like candies, all that, like your grains, your pastas, like make sure y'all get all that because the prices are gonna go up. They're just gonna keep going up and up.
Not only they're gonna go up, like the stores are gonna be closed. I'm a truck driver. I told you, like
they're not gonna.
Yeah,
they're not gonna close the stores.
I mean, if they shut down public transportation, a lot of shit's gonna be closed.
They're not gonna do that.
Yes, they
I know.
will.
How you saying they're not gonna shut down stores?
Well, first of all,
and Houston, where a lot of stores closed.
First of all, Fast, and if they do it, believe they're gonna ask me for permission. I'm just saying, I don't think they're gonna go that far.
No, the only stores that are gonna be open are gonna be major chains like Walmart, HEB, Academy. But all the like mom and pop grocery stores, like they were closed. They were closed.
Sal's, you're gonna have to build that wall desk, bro.
They're gonna open them back up. They're gonna open them up.
Because remember at the beginning of the shutdown, right? Before they started allowing to go where they didn't want people to come in. What did they say? Don't allow anybody in, right? And they were punishing people if you open while the lockdown, you're gonna get a fine.
Hold on. Celeste, you got a Yeti?
No, I'm on my regular headphones.
Do you have a Yeti?
Oh,
okay, I was about to say we can't be friends now.
No, the mic. I told you the mic that I bought is like some
Yeti.
off-brand. It's some off-brand Chinese mic.
It's all good. I got an off-brand Chinese mic that's supposed to sound like $1,000 German mic.
Is it good?
It kind of sounds similar. It's just muffled. I did a show about it.
Not to say that I want it.
A $1,500 mic. Go ahead.
Not to say that I want it, because people like Facet would say it's socialism, but they said that they might do a 6-month shutdown, and everybody, at least at the low end, not the business owners, but
essential workers gotta go.
Everybody will get $2,000 a month socialist check, and the business obviously will get way more than that because they're business owners. But they might do a 6-month clip. Now it has nothing to do with me, and I'm not a socialist, but that might happen. And if it happens, unfortunately, I'll just have to accept what they give me, and deal with these little crumbs. This $12,000.
And Platinum. You know what you just said right there? I'm a foreigner. I'm an immigrant. I've been in America for 20 years. Coming from the outside, I can see the change. What's the saying? They say when you look in the mirror, you can tell the changes you're seeing, right? Because you always know yourself. You see yourself every day, right? Americans are not realizing that you're no longer Americans anymore. You've been conditioned. The old American spirit that I remember when I moved to America, the generation that I went to school with.
You can't live like it now.
It's dead. It's no longer there, and that's what I'm saying.
You can't live like that. I told y'all they're gonna start.
Hold up, you got your mega hat on, Bastard.
Platinum.
Put that mega hat on. Go ahead.
Let's make America great again. Sleepy Joe is going down. Sleepy Joe, the cheater, he's going down. Hey, he's gonna wallow in his own excrement.
How y'all know he be sleepy? How y'all know he don't just be high? Like, be forgetting
he be squinting at the camera. I can't see the teleprompter.
Hey, was it Joe Biden is the epitome of BFF?
Black female fuckery.
Yo, all right, fellas. I'm a hop down.
All right, keep it techie, man.
Yeah, y'all have a good one, man.
All right, man.
I'll be back.
If you let Kamala Harris sweet talk you, bro, come on, man.
I don't feel her head. She has a very large head.
That's a he.
We did it, Joe.
It's a he. Look at that big neck, man.
We did it.
No, it's a heavy head. She has a big head. I was like, damn, that woman got a head.
She has a lot of turkey meat around her neck.
No, that's why she wears the wig. She wears the wig to hide to her shoulder, so you won't see the big tricep on her shoulder. That's a man, man. It's a man.
If she was to pull her hair back, though, she has a huge head, and I don't know if that's
she got veins in her forehead.
That's a Jamaican trait.
No, that's a man trait.
That's the Indian trait.
No, don't Jamaicans really have a big head.
Sacagawea.
Yeah, she's got a big fucking head. I was noticing that. And I don't find it attractive at all.
Because it's a man.
War Master says the president. War Master said the president doesn't have the authority to shut down the economy. I agree.
Huh? What?
I agree.
What just happened?
You got to sound like a fool to shut down the economy.
Well, I mean, Biden says he's gonna do it.
This is the thing. How can Biden do it and then criticize Trump for doing it? This is the thing. People were criticizing Trump by how he handled COVID, and that's like a low.
Likes him.
But that's like a low blow because nobody else handled COVID. So how could you know they would handle it better?
I mean,
because
it's not that. It's just that
Democrats.
nobody likes him.
Yeah.
No, people like him. It's just that the politicians don't want him to get the credit because remember, y'all remember Yuri Bezmenov, right? The plan to bring down America. You know, it's inevitable. You know.
Yeah, it's inevitable because it's prophecy. America has.
Yeah, prophecy. Oh, you know about prophecy?
Yeah, no, are we gonna have biblical crisis, man?
Hey, it's
Please.
inevitable.
Come on now, bro.
You can't save Babylon.
I thought you did
Babylon
that on
cannot be
Sunday.
saved.
I thought you did that on Sunday.
Babylon cannot be saved. She wants to be saved, you know, but she can't because.
Hey, here's a question. Here's a question for you, Fasting. I get sick and tired of hearing Negroes, especially certain Negroes, say stupid shit.
Uh-oh.
When was America ever great for black people? When has it ever been great for black people?
Hold on. Let me get the trivia music.
Tell me.
Black people fuckery. Yo, all right.
I'll be back.
If you take the hair,
You know, I don't feel.
they played like 1 minute and 30 seconds of the song because now the songs are clips.
Yeah.
And the reason why they do it like that is because you get more replay value out of your song.
Yeah, because it's
There's a
short.
lot of replay values because usually the A&Rs will have to go down to the radio station.
Yeah.
And they would have to make sure certain artists they're getting their spins.
Oh, you know,
so short they get us.
What are we calling to a reset?
Yeah.
Think about it. We be talking about winter is coming, right? watch this DJ Kuda. You know, I went to sleep.
Yeah,
This whole YouTube shut down. I was sleeping when this whole thing happened, right? Guess what? What's the news now? Or today? Oh, COVID rises. Illinois, the cases are rising.
Yeah, they're doing it real quick. And you know what? They made sure they do it right as soon as the vaccine is put out. And they're gonna start it on this last half before 2021 comes in effect. So 2021 comes in effect, the vaccine is gonna be quote unquote a normal thing. And notice they released the vaccine after they released who could potentially be the president.
And not only that, Kuda, shut down. America's gonna shut down again.
It's gonna. I told y'all to get y'all shit.
They might shut it down.
They will.
They're shut down Maryland. They're shutting down Maryland right now.
They shut down when it was hot.
Yeah,
they might shut it down. They might have to.
Y'all better get y'all.
England is shut down right now, like lockdown.
Y'all better get y'all shit. Y'all better make sure that Amazon man. Y'all better stalk his ass. What's going on, Celeste? Y'all better stalk his ass. Y'all better make sure. Y'all better make sure he shit.
They told us about that at our church. So they were like, make sure you stock up on food, like canned goods, all that, like your grains, your pastas. Like, make sure y'all get all that because the prices are gonna go up. They're just gonna keep going up and up.
Not only they're gonna go up, like the stores are gonna be closed. I'm a truck driver. I told you, like
they're not gonna close the stores.
I mean, if they shut down public transportation, a lot of shit's gonna be closed.
They're not gonna do that.
Yes, they will.
Platinum, how you saying they're not gonna shut down stores?
Well, first of all,
a lot of stores closed.
First of all, Fastin, if they do it, believe they're gonna ask me for permission. I'm just saying I don't think they're gonna go that far.
No, the only stores that are gonna be open are gonna be major chains like Walmart, HEB, Academy, but all the like mom and pop grocery stores, like they were closed. They were closed.
Sal's, you're gonna have to build that wall desk, bro.
they're gonna open them back up. They're gonna open them up.
Because remember, at the beginning of the shutdown, right before they started allowing to go where they didn't want people to come in. What did they say? Don't allow anybody in, right? And they were punishing people. If you open while the lockdown, you're gonna get a fine.
Hold on, Celeste, you got a Yeti?
No, I'm on my regular headphones.
Do you have a Yeti?
Oh,
okay, I was about to say we can't be friends now.
No, the mic. I told you the mic that I bought is like some off-brand. It's some off-brand Chinese mic.
It's all good. I got an off-brand Chinese mic that's supposed to sound like $1,000 German mic.
Is it good?
It kind of sounds similar. It's just muffled. I did a show about it.
Not to say that I want it.
A $1,500 mic. Go ahead.
Not to say that I want it, because people like Fasted would say it's socialism, but they said that they might do a 6-month shutdown, and everybody, at least at the low end, not the business owners, but
essential workers gotta go.
Everybody will get $2,000 a month socialist check, and the business obviously will get way more than that because they're business owners. But they might do a 6-month clip. Now it has nothing to do with me, and I'm not a socialist, but that might happen. And if it happens, unfortunately, I'll just have to accept what they give me, and deal with these little crumbs. It's $12,000.
And Platinum. You know what you just said right there? I'm a foreigner. I'm an immigrant. I've been in America for 20 years. Coming from the outside, I can see the change. What's the saying? They say when you look in the mirror, you can tell the changes you're seeing, right? Because you always know yourself. You see yourself every day, right? Americans are not realizing that you're no longer Americans anymore. You've been conditioned. The old American spirit that I remember when I moved to America, the generation that I went to school with.
You can't live like it now.
It's dead. It's no longer there, and that's what I'm saying.
You got your mega. I told y'all they're gonna start.
Hold up, you got your mega hat on, Bastard.
Platinum.
Put that mega hat on. Go ahead.
Let's make America great again. Sleepy Joe is going down. Sleepy Joe, the cheater, he's going down. Hey, he's gonna wallow in his own excrement.
How y'all know he be sleepy? How y'all know he don't just be high? Like he be forgetting every other word.
Squinting at the camera. I can't see the teleprompter.
Hey, you know, was it Joe Biden is the epitome of BFF.
Black female fuckery. Yo,
hey, all right, fellas. I'm a hop down.
All right, keep it techie, man.
Yeah, y'all have a good one, man.
All right, man.
Please keep it techie.
All right, I'll be back.
If you can, if you let Kamala Harris sweet talk you, bro, come on, man.
You know, I don't feel her head. She has a very large head.
That's a he.
We did it, Joe.
It's a hey. It's a he. Look at that big neck,
We
man.
did it.
No, it's a heavy head. She has a big head. I was like, damn, that woman got a
transformer.
Has a lot of turkey meat around her neck.
No, that's why she wears the wig. She wears the wig to hide to her shoulder, so you won't see the big tricep on her shoulder. That's a man, man.
If she was to pull her hair back, though, she has a huge head, and I don't know if that's
she got veins in her forehead.
That's a Jamaican trait.
No, that's a man's trait.
That's the Indian trait.
No, don't Jamaicans have a big head.
Sacagawea.
Yeah, she's got a big fucking head. I was noticing it. I don't find it attractive at all.
Because it's a man.
War Master says the president. War Master said the president doesn't have the authority to shut down the economy. I agree.
Huh? What?
I agree.
What just happened?
You got to sound like a fool to shut down the economy.
Well, I mean, Biden says he's gonna do it.
But this is the thing. How can Biden do it and then criticize Trump for doing it? This is the thing. People were criticizing Trump by how he handled COVID, and that's like a
nobody likes him.
But that's like a low blow because nobody else handled COVID. So how could you know they would handle it better?
I mean, because it's not that. It's just like nobody likes him.
Yeah.
No, people like him. It's just that the politicians don't want him to get the credit because y'all remember Yuri Bezmenov, right? The plan to bring down America. It's inevitable.
Yeah, it's inevitable because it's prophecy. America has
prophecy. Oh, you know about prophecy?
Yeah, are we gonna have biblical crisis, man?
Hey, it's inevitable.
Come on, no, bro.
You can't save Babylon.
I thought you did that on Sunday. I thought you did that on Sunday.
Babylon cannot be saved. She wants to be saved, but she can't because.
Here's a question. Here's a question for you, Fasting. I get sick and tired of hearing Negroes, especially certain Negroes, say stupid shit. When was America ever great for black people? When has it ever been great for black people?
Hold on. Let me get the trivia music.
Tell me a point in time in this country, in the history of this country, where it was great for black people.
There you go. Let's talk about Kamala's big head, man. That's more interesting.
No, that's a good question, though. I really want somebody to answer General's question because for all these Trump supporters, all these people say "Make America Great Again." When was America ever great for black people, especially black men? It was never great for y'all.
Oh, there you go, baby. Keep
talking.
So
if you're under 30, you really don't have an idea about how fucked up it was in this country at a certain point in time.
Well, hold on, wait a minute, General.
So tell me when it was great for black people.
General Fast is an immigrant, so he wasn't actually in America for what you say been here 20 years.
Y'all about to get into that?
Well, no. I'm just saying this last 20 years he's probably experienced something a little bit different than other people. So I can understand that. If they kiss my ass.
Hell no, Wagner.
But
hell no, Wagner. Look, I'm gonna tell you.
Some people got an ancestral history.
Certain Jamaicans and certain Nigerians and certain people that's not from you. I've seen the other side of it, man. Just because she's Jamaican don't mean that's good. There's some terrible Jamaicans out here. Just because certain people are Nigerian, cool, but there's some terrible Nigerians out here. I don't even care if I'm half Nigerian. I don't care if I'm half Jamaican. I will tell you the truth because, like I said, half those women that's writing those publications for black women, they're Nigerian girls.
That's
and
true.
If a lot of those sisters actually read or go to the grapevine, or look up some of these names, Natasha Okapalakabaka, or whatever her name is, writing these hit pieces for black people or black women. You'll see that they have like this a fiction for white boys. Them Nigerian women, oh, when they get to the States, oh, they love them white boys. White boys will go get them a Nigerian woman.
Immigrant swirlers with a fetish for American Western white men.
Yeah, and you can see how they hype the imagery up when they write about these white boys, because they're more.
I gotta give some pushback on that, Kuda, because you can't even. Okay, because here's the thing. Like, women in the islands, black women in the islands, they're
not used to the American white boy. That American white boy is a hero to her.
But it's not of being
black
white.
woman not even looking at that white boy like that. The only reason why black women here would look at a white boy like that is through imagery, through that blog that she read or YouTube video.
Wait a minute, now Kuda Celeste had on her phone Buzz Lightyear, and what's that cowboy Andy? Those were her two boyfriends as a child. You know that. Come on.
Really? No.
Toy Story.
Toy Story like that.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 almost made me cry.
Well, she was done with them by then. She had dished them by then. Come on, she blocked
the snake in my boot.
She blocked Buzz and Andy by the second Toy Story. Come on, go ahead.
No, but look, honestly, the reason why those like black foreign women are like so into white guys is because they want the lifestyle that white men can provide. It has nothing to do. And then like the reason why they don't come over here and date black men.
They don't want the lifestyle. They don't want the lifestyle that white men can provide. They want that white man, and they want white kids. No, that white man can't provide No, they don't want the life. Do you listen to David Carroll? He has
black foreign friends. Like, I'm friends with girls.
I know black foreign women. I have them in my family. Listen, what David Carroll said is the footstone for every single conversation when we talk about white people. His skin will cover up a multitude of imperfections.
Facts.
But that's because of the way American society is set up. It's
Asian
people look at white men the same way.
Because Edom is ruling. That's why they're gonna be the most desirable men, because they've colonized the whole world.
What did you say, Edom? Wait, hold on. Edom?
Hold on.
Edom?
So do Asian women get with white men because of the lifestyle he can provide for her?
Yes, it's about status and the lifestyle he can provide. And the thing is, the white skin in itself is a currency in certain societies.
What kind of lifestyle do white men provide?
Oh my God, really?
Yes.
Compared to black men, or just period?
See, this is how you bust it down, y'all. You ask simple questions.
And I'm asking you to break the question down.
I know. We're gonna bust it down. What type of lifestyle can a white man provide?
What is that Mexican hell? Edom. What the fuck is that?
A white man can, for the most part in America, and I'm not saying recently because everything's been kind of messed up the past 5 years, but
bust it down.
For the most part, a white man could provide a stable middle class home in the suburbs, and that's pretty much the American dream. Just to have your nice little 1 or 2 story house in the suburbs with your white picket fence and have your kids in a good school. It's not necessarily about their skin or them being fetishized or anything like that. It's just about them.
So they get with white boys for a middle class lifestyle.
What do you mean? Like, okay, a middle class lifestyle in America is way better than a middle class, will be considered middle class in one of those islands or one of these other third world countries that these women come from.
Okay, so what do American black women get with white men for?
Really? Like, are we really gonna go there? Like, because we've had this.
I'm only doing this because I know you like the troll. So
I'm not trolling you.
No, I'm not saying you're trolling. I said I'm only doing this to you because I know you like the troll.
Okay, from my friends and their experiences, they date white guys because they feel like white guys have similar values as they do, as far
Oh
as.
my God, Celeste, don't do this. What are you
No,
doing?
I'm serious. Like, I'm not even playing.
Celeste is trolling right now.
We
Yo.
can't even have a serious conversation because you think I'm playing all the time. I'm really
Yes,
not
you
playing
are
right
playing.
now.
Let's
Like
stop
right
playing.
now. But right now I'm not playing. I'm like so serious. Like from the conversations
No.
I've had with my friends.
You
like
can't be.
I'm serious.
No.
No, because here's the thing. Like, okay, because like my friends, they like most of them aren't married. They don't have kids or whatever. They pursued their careers, education, all that first, right? So it's like they planned on meeting someone either in college or in their field in the workforce or something like that. And most of my friends are conservative women. Like they don't believe in like casual sex. They don't believe in a lot of things that Black American culture promotes. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of these foreign women, they come over here and you don't just really see them like marrying or going after Black men in mass, is because they have conservative, values. And it's the same way with my friends. Even the ones who are Black American, they have conservative values. So it's like, that's why they date. They date guys who have conservative values for the most part.
Yeah, it's just so women. So white dudes don't like sex?
Yes.
Okay, so right now, say ages 18 to 25 right now in the white demographic, right? And ages between 18 and 25 in the Black demographic. Who do you think is having the most sex?
All right, is that a serious question?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who has more sex. I don't pay attention to who has more sex.
It's whites.
Yes.
You actually think it's Blacks who are having
But
more
what you're
sex?
saying, well,
In that demographic between 18 and 25, that young person crowd between the two races. I heard what she said about men and the perception. I'm telling you that that's a wrong perception. They have more sex. I don't know where you're getting that at. I know white guys. White guys are no losers.
Because
white guys are not dirty.
White guys go what the fuck they want.
Do you mean they have more sex because it's more of them? I mean, like, I don't.
It's more of them, but they also they enjoy it just like everybody else. They're not frugal and shit. They're not waiting to be married and shit like that.
And bitches throw their ass at them more than anyone else on earth. Period.
Oh, that's true. Also, but then again, Black men are, fetishized as being these sex robots to the world. So I mean, why aren't Black men having more sex? Because y'all are the ones who are supposed to be the sexiest men on earth.
It's only a certain percentage of Black men that's getting play in general, but
yeah, propaganda and reality is two different things. Remember that.
Well, I got an Anchor exclusive dropping tomorrow, talking about the Level Up community, and I got Crystal Carrison on there. She's talking about how it's a pyramid scheme, which I was telling y'all.
If you guys think, look, I'm gonna tell you up front. Look, I'm a Black guy. If you guys think white guys are some pillar of morality, so you're gonna suck and fuck him because you guys are out of your fucking nut. You're nuts. I know. I've hung out with guys like that. If you think they don't be out there running up numbers, I don't know where you guys are from.
They call them Black.
I know
That's what they
guys
call
like
Black
that.
women.
I know guys who are white guys who are like that, who they just have
I'm
sex
a fucking
casually.
stud.
But I'm saying for the most
I'm
part,
Chad Roan.
You have to understand, like, for the most part, and it's I do blame the media.
Who
I do
started?
blame the media.
Okay, wait, real quick. Who created the incel? Was it the Black guy or the white guy?
White guy.
Okay, what the fuck are you saying?
Well,
they created all of this shit.
What is the thing? They didn't create the incel, but
you know what I'm saying? I'm saying
they kind of glorify it because honestly,
the Chad was hammering so many women. He was hammering them so hard that he left a group of men out of the play.
That's a college age.
No, but all right, listen. That's because he was chosen. There's no such thing really as an incel. Okay, you have a lot of those white incels. They chose to be incels because a lot of them. There's a plethora of sisters that they can smash. Okay, there's a whole bunch of sisters just off the rip, and they'll get respect. off the rip, they can smash a whole pool of sisters. What I'm saying is that they don't like. Oh my God, they don't like black women, or they don't want to be around them, or they just haven't stepped to them, or they just simply not attracted to them, and they choose not to. They choose not to.
Okay, I follow you on that.
Motherfuckers can get a black woman 24/7 a harem of men, bro.
There you go. But this what I'm saying.
I can't even hear what he's saying.
Okay, what I'm saying is that white men hammered so many women and were so strong with that crowd.
Well, it's the same thing with black. It's the same thing with black.
I'm not talking about the default, the white boy going the other way. I'm talking about his crowd. I'm talking about the white guy.
The same thing with black men.
I'm just trying to present this image. I'm telling you, because they're saying that they're not these things. I'm telling you,
black men.
Hold on, platinum. Black men smash the same amount of women. And they're getting and they're behind the baby daddy epidemic. They're behind the black women go after a certain type of black men, just as white women go after a certain type of Chad.
That's true.
Okay, understood. I just want to make the point that white men were so savage within that.
You just want to call us.
Hold up, that they created a group of men who aligned themselves to create this incel stuff. That's how fucking savage they were. I mean, they went through their women like a fucking forest fire.
But look at the age group. And see, that's another thing, Clyde. You have to look at the age group because
La Morena,
the white guys in college, they are savage. Yes, they try to run the numbers up.
There you go. I'm glad
you get out of their 30s, they're not really doing it like that. They're when after 30, they're ready to settle down and get married and have kids. Now, black men, on the other hand, in their 30s, they're still not settling down for the most part.
They've been duped. They've been duped.
How?
If she didn't get you with a baby at 22, you know the deal.
Come on.
You know the deal. She's trying to trap you in your youth, fellas. She's trying to trap you in your youth. Get out.
That's exactly what I did. So I mean, that's how you got to do it. You got to get them young.
I know you got to get them young, but that's women's game because you got to get it young.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get it young. Be having kids? Oh, no, you want to get that out the way and over with. That's why I don't understand why men be running around here telling these young guys, oh, just stack your money up until you're 40, 50, and then you can get a young girl.
Yeah, I don't know about 40, 50, but 30
I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not married yet. I'm going to go home. Like, there's plenty of young girls between 18 and 25
Come on.
And
that are not married.
You're doing the right thing, bro.
You think they're doing it for you because you're just a funny, cool guy?
Yeah,
and
religious.
You know what's attractive to young women? Cool, funny old men. Oh, he's just
with
a cute, funny, cool old man.
He's
such an old man.
Fasting.
I'm a Bible person. Where in the Bible God told me that as a man I gotta use my money? It never says that.
I mean, you don't literally have to pay her car note if you got a car and you give her a car.
And guess what? The only way a woman is gonna know you have money is if you show her.
That's the funny thing. Women are so funny. Y'all still fall for niggas flashing bankrolls. Like, he's not gonna.
That's what young girls fall for. Yeah,
I've seen some women.
Covered for her sisters, but guess what, man? Hey, that's why. Hey,
that guy's like 54 years old, but he hooked up. He's hooking up with 18-year-olds.
Yeah, but see those 18-year-olds nowadays, you got to be a little wary because they're trained to go after you. That's the She-Ra 7 crowd.
Yes,
they're trained to go after you, man. Back then you could have an honest relationship with them. Now you got to be a little bit wary. You got to, but the guys nowadays, they're not that dumb though. They know because she's like, I'm trying to get the new iPhone 11, and he's like, and the nigga that summoned her to him is using the iPhone 11.
Hey, DJ Kuda, when I was living in Dallas, right? One of my homies, he's Italian. He was a jazz singer, right? He used to get paid to go and basically you know, him and his band, jazz band, basically entertain, you know, the people at the mansion, right? So it's like a mansion, and they had a bar in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to go there all the time. Guess who I
Let's go to a
saw?
couple mansion parties. Mm-hmm.
Guess who I saw with old white guys? Oh, like when I said grandpa looking, fat big belly.
Yeah.
Guess who I saw them with?
Mm.
Young, beautiful, black chicks, Latina chicks.
Yeah, I keep
some
telling you,
Indian.
guys.
I was like, you know, I didn't really
I need your
care. It was
melanin,
none of my
baby girl, to
business.
feel alive. I need your melanin. Ooh.
Dude, black,
So I'm telling you,
white
don't
man,
let these women
dude.
lie to you.
Dude, white
Women
man,
lie.